Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
No.
Hey yo, what the physic is up, you bitch ass niggas?
What up?
It's episode 209.
208.
208. Because we're coming from the 408.
This man.
This is episode 208 of the iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby.
Give me a hell yeah.
And over here it's your boy JC
What?
But for now, y'all know me as JC600, aka Champion JC, aka Champion 6, JC6 rank!
Alright. And Martine.
Man, that was a whole lot of AKAs, bro.
Had to run them off, man.
That's the ding.
Shit.
You get the ding.
What's happening, though? What's good?
Well, shit. Before we got on the air, I was going to say, yeah, I spent the whole weekend watching Dave Chappelle shit. And, now I feel disgusted with myself.
As you should.
Shit. My weekend was cool. Kind of got sick, non-COVID sick. I got to be specific about that. Had a headache. And a little cough, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't COVID related. I checked the symptoms. I'm like, no. And I got my medicine, and my throat cleared up a bit. My headache is kind of still there, but not like that. My chest, I wasn't breathing hard. No one was sitting on my chest. You know, the Rona wasn't chilling on my chest and shit. But, you know, I just take it as out here in California, the weather is just bipolar. So it was like, hella fucking hot, and then it got hella fucking cold, and then hella hot and hella cold, and then when I come back from work, my mom has the fucking heater all the way up to fucking 90. Well, it's not really at 90, but it feels like
still,
it's at fucking 90.
I know what you mean.
And I'm telling her, like, bruh. Nah, I don't say bruh.
Bro, to your mom?
No. I'm like, Mom, like, it's hot. I'm like, hey, it's cold in the house. I'm like, put on a jacket.
Wow.
Put a hoodie up. Like,
Don't say that shit to your moms, though?
I told her to put a hoodie on. Yes, I told her that
God
before.
damn.
Because I be sweating. Like, dude. And then it got me sick. I'm like, shit, man, you almost gave me the Rona. But I'm good. I'm not Rona. I am not Rona. But, yeah. How the fuck y'all doing?
I got a flat tire on Friday, and then everything went up from there. So.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I mean, it started off with oh shit, and then but everything went up. Okay, all right, well, never mind.
We were like, oh,
change my mood
instantly. Okay.
After we asked Martine how his weekend went, it'll actually lead into a topic. There was a nail in the tire in the middle of work, and I was like, all right, well, let me call back at headquarters, let them know. I gotta call AAA, and I was like, it's 3:00. NBA free agency has officially started. Let me just turn NBA radio up right now. And my ass sat there waiting on AAA for an hour. And then we got big news.
Big news.
Okay.
Big news.
Big news.
The Lakers are reloaded. Gotta get the gunshots.
But Martine, how was your weekend?
Man, you know what? I'll be honest with you. Yeah, there was a whole lot of big news going on, man. You know what I mean? But the biggest news that I had all week was because my brother, I didn't want to mention it last week, but my brother was exposed to someone who had COVID.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He took 2 tests.
He good?
Yeah, he's negative. So, you know, that was the biggest news, the best news that I heard all weekend. You know what I mean? Other than that, man, I just be chilling. I just be working. You know how I do, bro.
Yeah.
Writing. I got fucking few hooks done. I'm like, shit, I think it's time to start recording.
You were like a are you like an actual writer in your notebook rapper, or you write on your iPhone?
I do both.
Okay.
I do both. The notepad is more like just for like putting shit out, like ideas, not even really like structure, nothing.
Scribble, scrabble.
Yeah, that type shit.
I get it.
On my Eminem shit, you know what I mean? Just like shit up. There's words out everywhere.
Yeah.
It don't even make sense to the average person.
Yeah.
But
I feel it.
when I'm actually about to record, I put it in the phone. It's just easier.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Martine's scene, I'm the walker.
Shit.
I walk around the room and then literally come up with
muttering to yourself and shit.
Yep.
I do that shit too.
Shit.
I do that shit too when I'm about to write some shit. I just walk around and just mutter how I'm gonna write an article, the ideas, or how I'm gonna like pronounce shit. That shit works.
Yeah. Once you get 2 or 4 bars done, well, at least from me, once I was able to get 2 or 4 bars that I felt, not even if they were going in order, but just I had to work around, then I was able to be like, okay, now I can work around this for this verse.
Like you got your little bases down.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't, I found I had more writer's block when I would just sit.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, I gotta move.
You're like, I gotta be moving.
Yeah, blood's gotta be flowing.
You know how I do.
Right.
I gotta roll up. Dog.
Yeah.
Like, it's the only way this shit comes out.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Anyway, free agency. We all want to start there.
Run it back, you bozos.
Okay, alright.
And I've been waiting, baby.
That's y'all. Like, what the fuck, man?
Bruh.
That's the Lakers.
Motherfuckers. I didn't guarantee Lakers 21.
All you said was 2020.
Right.
Yeah.
But 2020's not done with yet.
Nah, you got like, what, 1 more month
You
left?
ain't lying, bro.
So when I said Lakers 2020, motherfuckers are gonna have to feel it to the end of the year.
2020 to the infinity.
Yeah.
Shit.
And like I said last week, we started off good. We actually started off the offseason with the first move, which was trading for Dennis Schroeder.
Yup.
And then Rob Pelinka just said, nah, I still feel disrespected. 7th on the executive of the year list? Nah.
Took that shit personally.
Yeah. So as I'm sitting with a flat fucking tire, in the span of an hour, Wesley Matthews, Montrezl Harrell, and I'm like, all right, cool, like, for sure.
More!
And then later on, as soon as I get back home, KCP is locked up.
More!
In a good way.
I was gonna say, wait, not locked up. Don't. You gotta use the right terminology.
No. Play on words for him.
He's locked in.
Yeah. He's locked in and locked up.
Shit.
So he's back.
More!
And then what happened there was something that took place on Saturday. Somebody's contract was involved with Saturday.
Was it Rondo?
Rondo had decided he wasn't coming back. So it was like, okay, we already known that.
Right,
Appreciate it, Rondo. So then Saturday was chilling. Sunday was football, so then I took a nap during the afternoon games, and when I woke up...
And you heard Kylo Ren go, more!
Nah. I heard, I have Flex's bomb for Woj bombs.
Oh my god.
I heard the whoosh, and I was like, alright, what's this? And the motherfucker said, we traded JaVale McGee.
Oh, that shit, yeah.
And I was like, oh, Marc Gasol in the hand, and he's on his way. 5 minutes later,
Boom.
Lakers have signed Marc Gasol. And that's the one that got me out of bed and was like, we're here, you bitch-ass niggas. We back. Run it back, bozos.
But you never left.
Well, to some, we did. But we back.
I mean, yeah.
We back right where we need to be, right where we supposed to
And
be.
we did leave. But half the team's gone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And that was the funny thing about it was I text both you guys. I was like, oh, Dwight Howard's coming back. And then Shams, like 3 minutes later, was like, oh, it was false alert. And I was like, Shams is on
And then
timeout.
he knows that you were thumbs up, and then it was thumbs down.
And it was thumbs
Yeah.
down. I wish I had more hands.
Four thumbs down.
Yeah. He went to Twitter and was like, yo, Lake Show, we running it back. It wouldn't be any other way. And then next thing I know, Dwight Howard's with the Sixers. And I was like, oh, what happened there? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting.
And then the Montrezl Harrell news came out, and I was like, oh, that's what happened. Yeah, thanks, Dwight. I appreciate it, but
Bye.
you can come get your ring when you come visit. Because Montrezl Harrell,
Oh, that man.
woo,
Man, that dude is a beast, bro.
that was a double-edged. That's a double-edged sword for the Clippers.
Yep.
They said
They lose them, but then they lose us.
Yes.
And they were shocked when it happened. I was reading reports saying they were legit shocked that it happened, that he really took that deal with the enemy. Well, I mean, I won't say the enemy. It's like he went home. That's what happened. He went to a real team.
I mean, was people surprised though?
I mean,
the one that has banners or the ones that has posters?
Oh man, bump that. Was people surprised though, considering that he's clutch. He's clutch.
Oh yeah.
Like Rich Paul was working.
Yo, Rich Paul, I swear to God, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I love what Rob Pelinka's doing. Happy we got Bron on the court, AD. But I mean, our best signing was Rich Paul.
Yeah.
He came in the deal with LeBron.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that shit just it looks like it's making it so much easier. You know what I mean? It's like,
And Rich
come
Paul
on,
played
just
with Bron in
slide.
high school, right?
No.
Okay.
No, he met Rich Paul because Rich Paul was selling jerseys.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
That's how their bond started.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I am thoroughly impressed. I am pleased. I am full of joy. I'm full of petty. I'm there, like, you know.
Start the season
again. I
already.
didn't. I'm not even at a point where I'm like Lakers. 2021. I'm just gonna say run it back, bozos. Like,
Go with the flow.
that's all I'm saying. Just run it back, and we'll see what takes place from there. I'm when I turn Lakers games on this year, I ain't tripping.
You already got
Yeah.
you already got your moment. You said 2020. You won. You won.
Yeah, but we need more.
More.
Yes. Cute Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
More.
The reason why I am such a diehard Lakers fan is we just don't do one moment.
Oh, I know. You want multiple.
We do multiple moments in consecutive years.
See, that was my Niners once upon a time when I was, young. It was
I was
multiple
gonna say, man,
runs.
that was a very long time ago.
I know. Now I'm a grown ass man and I want that feeling. I'll get it. I will get that moment.
One day.
Oh, it will happen.
One day.
Anyway.
I sure hope so.
Oh, it will.
I hope so. Like, I'm dead serious, bro. I'm a Niner fan. Like,
I
what the
know.
fuck?
I know.
Like,
I know.
Yeah, so that's one.
I
That's
never said that, but pretend you said it.
yeah.
Bill.
So that's second place. I just really enjoy the idea of the multiple lineups that we can put in.
yes.
Y'all got a bench now.
We had a
bench
overall-
before.
Yeah, we had a bench before.
Now you got a
we
dominant
This
a
is a-
full fucking roster, dude.
Yeah.
Like depth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker, too.
Like, people know how I felt about Kuz. Now, after all these signings, I'm like, all right, Kuz, you can stay. It's cool. Because we now have the luxury of, if Kuz has a bad night, chances are it's not going to matter.
Yeah, it's not going to make a big impact like that.
And if he has a 25-point night, chances are we're up by like 30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
not
just
gonna
one.
make
Yeah,
an impact like that.
Yeah, he's a luxury. But yeah, I also enjoy the idea of LeBron and AD actually being able to rest at the same time.
Yes.
Like not one of them being on the court all 48 minutes. Because that was something we couldn't do. One of them had to be on the court the entire time.
Yeah.
while they were
One
playing.
of them was playing every single
Because if
They
both
didn't
of
take
them
no
went
time
out,
off
if
it
both
like
of them
that.
went out,
There was
then,
no offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Y'all
was
would
nothing.
collapse.
It struggled.
Yeah.
It
Like a
was a
typical
struggle.
LeBron team.
Yeah.
Now y'all actually got a squad.
And so, to put it in perspective for some people, with Montrezl Harrell, we just got the sixth man of the year. And then with Dennis Schroeder, we got the runner-up to sixth man of the year. Both of them are in the top.
That's wild. I don't know how Rob pulled that off, but he pulled it the fuck off.
Because Rob said, I used to run with a different animal in the same beast. What the fuck do you think that make me?
Shit.
I'm telling you, he took that shit personal, and I don't blame
Yeah.
him.
He knew what he was.
Yeah.
I think he had this all planned out even during the finals. Like, oh, I know what I'm about to do.
Oh, he had one of the greatest explanations when they interviewed about this. Well, with him, he said, "Well, with Kobe, what he would do was he would enter each offseason knowing that the other team was going to work very hard in taking away his strength. So when he went to an offseason, he worked that much harder, adding 2 to 3 different forms to his game. So that way, when it threw the team off, he was able to get back to his regular strengths. He said, that's how I approached the offseason. I had a plan A, plan B, plan C. So anytime that somebody did something, I was ready for the counter.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's how everyone
Like,
should be playing.
I love that shit.
That's how everyone should be playing.
That's
Salute
how,
that man.
no,
How you
definitely.
live
You're
life.
100% correct. That's how they should be playing it.
But no one does play.
But
No
putting
one
it in
does.
practice is
Yeah.
it's easier said than
Oh,
done.
yeah, exactly. Because when you're in the moment, you're in the moment. You don't really
Yeah.
think ahead like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Which, that's life.
Some people, man,
Right.
Yeah.
they
I'm
just
ready.
got it.
I am ready. I'm also ready. We need to have a real conversation about Danny Ainge.
Somebody did this.
Danny Ainge, the general manager, president of basketball operations for the Boston Celtics.
What did he do?
We need to have a conversation about him, Martine.
Uh-oh. Wait, why?
Because he's looking funny in the light. Like, he's not... You remember when Westbrook said that Pat Beverly got everybody fooled? Danny Ainge is treading that.
Ah, shit.
So he had Gordon Hayward ready to do a sign and trade for Indy, and he was going to get back Miles Turner. Miles Turner is one of those nice young big men.
Right.
And they had Doug McDermott. So, it's kind of like, all right, we'll take it. According to reports, Danny Ainge was playing hardball and said, no, I want Miles Turner and TJ Warren, or I want Victor Oladipo. And Indy was like, yeah, you can kiss my ass with that shit. Fuck off. They nixed the deal. Gordon Hayward ended up with Charlotte.
Yeah.
Wow.
For $120 million.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
$30 a year.
He got a lotto ticket money.
Bro,
That's a lotto ticket
I'm
contract.
gonna tell you like this though, okay?
Hey.
And
I mean,
I forgot who said this.
Pandemic.
Who said this quote? But this quote is like by far the best explanation for Charlotte or Michael Jordan in particular. Michael Jordan is the Michael Jordan of bad NBA owners.
Yes.
Bro,
Yeah.
120 mil for Gordon Hayward.
Why do you
Yes.
pay him that much?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, dog. Like,
He can play basketball, but you can't play baseball, and you can't be a general manager.
or owner that makes decisions.
I mean, and think about this.
Or an actor.
He wouldn't sign Kemba Walker for less.
Bro.
I think for less than 30 mil.
And he's,
God
a general,
damn.
and he's a general manager, too?
No, he's the owner.
He's the owner and the...
No. Mitch Kupchak is the general manager or the president. See, I forget how it works now with general manager, president of basketball operations. I don't, because some guys are holding the same titles like Rob.
Right.
Rob holds the same title. I think Daryl Morey holds the same title with Philly now. So whoever's running that fucking department.
Like whoever's making the calls,
Yeah.
whoever's fucking making the trades and all that bullshit.
Right.
Like,
Isn't he injured
these
prone,
contracts?
too?
Yeah, fuck all that, man. Y'all
Isn't
suck.
Golden Hayward like injured prone too?
He's the one that.
I remember how he broke his shit.
He's the one who busted shit.
Busted his shit. He paid him all that money.
Yeah.
Tragic, Jordan. Well,
We
shit.
gonna see. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just-
Gordon Hayward ain't no slouch.
I don't need no slouch,
Yeah.
but he's injured
You know what I'm
prone.
saying? No, I wouldn't necessarily call him injury
That's
prone.
why I said ish.
I'm just so.
I just don't get it, man. Like,
First of all, I want to give a round of applause to
I don't know
Gordon
if he's
Hayward.
I mean, hey, he got a lot of money.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna give a round of applause to Gordon
hats off
Hayward
to him,
and his
for sure.
agent because Gordon Hayward opted out of $34 million for this year alone, and I was like, okay, he must got something to opt out of that much.
Yeah.
And he flipped $34 million into $120 million,
And some Jordans.
and I was like, bruh,
Yeah.
I mean, get it
your
out.
agent
Get it.
deserves the Medal of Freedom.
Like, how you go, Jordan? Give me $120 million. Deal.
Yeah, okay.
Word?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it is walking to shut the fuck up. Shut the
Don't
fuck
say
up.
nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say shit.
Put your mask on. Watch on.
Man, we really need to have a conversation about Danny Ainge because you take away his origins with the big three of KG, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. What's on his resume? Because it ain't.
Brain typing.
Yeah, because it's
Remember
not
that
much.
shit?
He just got lucky.
Brain typing.
I
mean, come on,
He
dog.
just got, it was the right place at the right time. The universe is aligned right. for them
Yeah,
to get
no,
that.
but at the same time too, it was that he was also picking up a lot of draft picks, which were supposed to be used for deals like Anthony Davis, and he wouldn't trade away Jason Tatum, which is fine if you're not going to have AD extend. But that is more of a story based on him because of what happened with Isaiah Thomas. And them not taking care of him while he showed up hurt, played while his sister died and all that. And they, threw him to the curb for Kyrie. So that was a reflection of him even still.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you hoarding all these draft picks, but
You ain't doing shit.
Lakers still got another championship. What happened?
Yeah.
And,
That's what I mean. Like, they just legit. They're not doing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're literally sitting there.
Well, let them die. It's your enemies.
I'm totally
It's your
fine. That's what I was
enemies.
about to say. Like,
They're your
I
enemies.
completely understand why you want to have this talk.
But fuck them.
But fuck them.
It's important to have this
Let
talk.
they shit burn.
It's important to have this talk, not to figure out what's wrong with him, but to highlight this shit because people don't want to talk about it.
That's the pettiness.
That's why it's important
That's how
to
I'll be like
discuss
the
what's going on.
Seahawks. That's how I'll be
Alright.
with the Seahawks. Some shit like that would be going on. I'll be the same way.
But
Die slow.
in their defense, they did lock up their franchise player for the current era.
Yeah, they did.
Jason Tatum.
And he is a star, man.
Yes.
He is a star.
One of Kobe's last proteges.
Wasn't he with you guys for a minute?
Nope.
No?
No.
Okay.
No, he's on his
I'm
rookie
thinking of
contract.
somebody else. My bad.
So Jason Tatum signed his 5-year, $163 million extension, which could turn into $195 million if he hits the incentives.
Damn, that used to be Kyrie Irving's team, and they got rid of his ass. I'm like, man, it's just randomly popped.
No, Kyrie left.
I know Kyrie left, but the fact that he left, I was like, damn, now you're on your third team.
Well, so that brings up something else, which we can talk about later, which is just...
Let's talk about it now.
Well, no, there's still more with these re-ups. There's a lot of re-ups.
What are you about to say?
But there's something that needs to be said about later, which is I don't view players switching teams in this era the same way I used to do it when I was younger. Remember when we were younger, there was a big difference with the contracts.
Okay.
Contracts used to have a max of 7 years. Now, you can only hit a max of 5 years if you stay with the team. And if you go to a different team, your max is only 4 years.
Yeah.
So going to 3 teams in a certain span, it doesn't move me the same because they're not signing the same contracts.
I'm talking about how he went, how he left. It's like how he left both. That's what I'm most stuck on. How he left, and he left like a scorned bitch. I mean, okay, not scorned.
Well,
he left scorned.
I was gonna say, yeah, he did leave scorned. I wouldn't say like scorned bitch,
but
like
he left very scorned.
He did leave scorned.
He did again. Let's talk about Danny Ainge. Yeah,
it goes back to
because again, that like it has less now that everything's taking place. I'm looking at it with less to do about Kyrie versus what culture was Danny Ainge putting.
And all he asked was to build a team around me. He couldn't do that. Well, let him burn.
Yeah. So Jason Tatum re-upped. Proud of him. Donovan Mitchell re-upped. Same contract, same incentives. The Jazz look good. They re-signed Jordan Clarkson, who was great for them off the bench. Was just as much of a significant scorer to Donovan, especially when you go to the bench. And they brought back Derek Favors.
Not bad.
They had a good offseason.
Not bad.
Not mad at it.
Yeah,
They're going to compete. They're going to compete with the Nuggets, who lost Jeremy Grant.
That's wild.
Wait. What?
Jeremy Grant went to the Detroit Pistons for $60 million.
Wait, I thought you said the Nets that
No, Shams he worded it wrong.
Oh fuck!
Sham,
they said that they were willing. It's Shams.
It's Shams?
Yeah.
I thought it was Sham.
That's what I thought too. It's Shams.
Sham.
Hey, when you get them, when you get them reports like that ahead of Woj, I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, you're gonna learn his name properly.
Exactly.
All right, go on.
So Shams he worded it wrong. He said the Nuggets were willing to match up to a certain amount. Once it hit 20, because remember they gotta take care of Jokic. They got Jamal Murray. They gotta think about the future with Michael Porter Jr. Bobo era is just starting because he's no longer on a 2-way contract. He's now on a full-fledged NBA contract.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, so they they have to think about all that. So Jeremy Grant along with Mason Plumlee are in Detroit. The interesting thing about that is both their new contracts match up with the amount that Blake Griffin has. So some people are thinking that there's still a possibility that there's a sign and trade involved with that, and that Blake Griffin could possibly end up going to Denver. We'll see how that plays out because they did re-up on Paul Millsap.
How old is Blake Griffin now?
He's in his 30s. He's my age. We graduated high school the same year.
He's still athletic as fuck though.
I believe that.
He's not, you know what I mean?
I don't think he's washed or
really, he's not really washed. I wouldn't quite say that.
He just had bad injuries past couple years.
Yeah. The wrong time too.
Yeah. I really don't know what Detroit is doing. I feel like they just racking up on players and then they're like, all right, whoever wants them later for trade bait, we could get some assets back, which I'm not mad at.
Yeah. I mean, that's one way to build your team for the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just get the best players you can and eventually just trade them off.
Them.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Oh, and then my adult son, Brandon Ingram, he got his re-up too. That nice 5-year. Motherfuckers on Twitter were saying that he was going to be in the Chinese league.
I remember reading about that.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay.
Why did they say that?
I don't get it, man.
Because some people feel like they're able to examine and assess talent and they can truly predict and max out their potential late or early before everybody else.
NBA Twitter could be weird.
No, it most definitely is.
I was gonna say, it is weird.
I think football Twitter is the only one that's kind of.
strange.
I think football Twitter is kind of like in the middle, from what I've seen, ish.
Football Twitter is weird, but in a different way.
In what way?
It's more based off free agency in terms of who you sign.
That too. Yeah, only on that. But like on like the actual games and shit, it's kind of like straight to the point.
Well, yeah, because you really only get one day.
Yeah. So that kind of makes sense.
Right.
Wrestling Twitter is just a whole. Ugh.
No, I believe it.
Yo, trust me.
But yeah, Brandon Ingram got his contract, so salute to him. Atlanta.
Bruh.
So who did they get?
Atlanta.
I know. Atlanta.
I have to say it one more time.
Man.
I have to say it one more time.
ATL.
Because Atlanta has been booming ever since they turned blue.
They went crit.
Atlanta went and secured Rajon Rondo, who is the perfect backup to teach Trae Young.
Yep.
They then went and got Chris Dunn from Chicago, who was a nice two-way guard that is really improved on his defense.
Definitely.
Then they signed Donald Gallinari.
Oh, they got Danilo.
Danilo, yes, thank you. They got Danilo Gallinari.
God damn.
And then just as we were about to go on air, the Kings declined to match the offer for Bogdan. And Bogdan is now an Atlanta Hawk.
Bogdan. Is that tall ass?
No. Oh, that's Boban.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
What team's he on?
Bogdan's coming from the Kings, and he used to give us fits every single fucking matchup. He was actually the one that hit that game winner the day after LeBron went down against the Warriors. And we lost to the Kings. It was him.
Yeah.
Add him to the fold in Atlanta.
So Atlanta looking spooky.
Atlanta looking like they
I
can.
wouldn't quite say spooky, but they look.
Atlanta's
good.
looking.
like they're looking real
You
good.
better watch them.
Yeah.
Atlanta's not only are they securing my belief that they're a top 5 league pass team to watch this season, but adding Bogdan, they've kind of jumped from that 6 to 8 seed range in my mind before this news.
Right.
They could probably flirt to getting maybe as high as the 4th seed if it plays out right.
See, I'm even thinking higher than that. Well, slightly. You know what I mean? Like maybe a 3rd seed.
I just say that because I don't want to say that yet, knowing that Milwaukee, the Nets, the Heat, all that shit is still, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, like, I feel like with their overall talent, they can match up. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, they can match up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they could slide into a 3rd. Like, it's possible.
For sure.
You know
No,
what I mean?
they can match up.
Yeah.
I just say that because what separates them from those teams is, of course, you got Giannis,
Yeah.
2-time MVP. You got the Nets, KD and Kyrie.
So
Well,
Giannis
let's see what happens with that
Well, like I said,
situation.
Giannis
Like,
still
that
staying
ain't
over
done
there? Giannis is still staying over there, right?
This year, yeah.
as of now, yeah, he was never leaving.
yeah.
He's still on a contract.
Oh, okay.
And as much as I talk about the Nets, like I said last week, them and James Harden is going to be, it'll be a fire show if that happens.
Yeah.
Without it, though, they're still a team that they're going to be in contention because
of course.
regardless of what happens with KD and Kyrie, which I think, however that plays out, I feel like that'll play out later in the year towards the playoffs. With even if you subtract that, all of their key players that were starters this year are going to be role players for this upcoming season.
Yeah.
So just like us, they have depth. And a lot of that talent's coming out. Like, who's Joe Harris?
Right.
Motherfucker re-up for what, 64 or 72 million?
I don't remember what
Something crazy.
was, but yeah,
Something crazy just to shoot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what he does.
Right, no, but
Like,
understand.
that's what he does.
18 million a year just to shoot.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And the Warriors, shit. I mean, they might be contenders. I won't say they're going to be contenders. They're going to be, I guess, enjoyable to watch, maybe.
They're still going to be in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, they'll still make. I feel like they'll make the playoffs.
But they ain't going to be as dominant as.
Oh no! If they would have had Clay, yeah,
They're
they
contending
would've
for
been
the West.
Really good.
Without Clay,
really
they're not
fucking
contending
good.
for the West.
Yeah.
But
Nah.
I forgot to mention it last week. Trading for Kelly Oubre was a great move.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to help them sustain. it's just not gonna be enough to.
Yeah, it's not gonna put them over the top like that. Not with the Lakers and the Clippers and fucking the Nuggets and the Jazz are pretty good. The fucking the Mavericks are really good. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Like, even when I thought Houston was done, but Houston they went and got Christian Wood
and Boogie,
and they got Boogie.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives incentive for Harden and Westbrook to hang tight and just see how it plays out for at least till the trade deadline. So Houston's not necessarily out the mix yet.
It's gonna be very interesting when this.
And then Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dog.
Phoenix had a fucking off season too. Jesus, man.
Yeah.
They're all coming for y'all throne.
These niggas went out and got Jay Crowder. I was like, what?
Motherfucker.
Jay Crowder. That's wonderful for my League Pass viewing. That's gonna be a fucking dogfight when they go up against us.
What was one signing, not no NBA but in sports period, where you were just like, motherfucker, like when or some shit like that? Like it was just any sports period when you saw it and you were just like, oh, you motherfucker.
Had to be the the KG shit.
When he signed to the Celtics.
Yeah.
Or when he got traded.
Traded, whatever. When I seen that shit, I was just like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!"
If I knew the story that I know now at the time, it definitely would have been that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me,
I mean, I just that. Well, y'all, the people don't know. Let me just explain this shit real quick. My brother's favorite player of all time is Kevin Garnett. I literally watched him grow up because, like, my brother was watching him. I would watch with my brother. We would see this dude, like, ball out.
Yeah.
To see him put on the Rivals fucking uniform, I was just like, oh, you son of a bitch. Like, why?
Mine, it wasn't really the enemy team, but when Randy Moss went to the fucking Patriots, I was like, fuck you. That's like literally when I said, fuck you. That's like, I remember I said that hella loud. But the other one where I got really excited, like how you jumped out of bed when Gasol got signed, when the Niners signed Antoine Bolden.
Or traded for him.
Traded for him? I was on the bus going somewhere.
Pick. I'll never forget that. That was a great fucking trade.
I will never forget. I was on the bus and I was like, oh, my eyes got hella big and shit like that. I'm like, I don't know what Harbaugh did, but you done did it, and then you didn't do it.
That was a good one. Still a Chris Paul.
Oh, that still hurts, huh?
I won't even say it hurts. It was just
the
Knicks, just that whole situation. Because it still confuses me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, you nixed him coming to LA for basketball reasons, but the package that they were getting from all the teams included, that was a good basketball reason to get him out. Mm-hmm. So and then who he ends up with afterwards, it was like,
oh, you motherfucker.
Wait, you just said basketball reasons. He's still in LA. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's just not with you. Like, you ain't getting no more rings.
Seriously.
We want to get them a ring. And failed.
Miserably.
Like, everyone whooped
so that one, it was just like, that whole situation, it still confuses me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it was just, I wasn't even upset with the fact that he was a Clipper. It was just,
the principle.
You said you nixed our deal because of basketball reasons. But as far as I'm concerned, the Clippers package wasn't that much better than what
I don't even think it was better.
Which at the time, the Hornets, because they were the Hornets still at the time.
Yeah.
It wasn't better than what they were getting both from us and the Rockets.
Yeah.
Because the Rockets were involved in that deal.
Right.
The only downfall about that is that Powell would have went to Houston in that trade, so would have sucked. But still, like that just. I guess that's enough to be like, motherfucker, what the fuck?
No, that's more confused.
Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
This is bullshit. Yeah, I was just wondering. I was just thinking about that because I remember that time when Moss went to the Patriots. I was like,
I will tell you
bitch.
one hypothetical that would have me like that.
What?
And it was going to happen. And if it did happen, it would have been like, fuck.
You or just fuck?
Just fuck.
Fuck.
Like all this. I'm talking about years ago. When Tracy McGrady and Grant Hill went to Orlando, they were supposed to have a big three. The third was Tim Duncan.
Oh, yep.
They would have had a whole lot of rings.
I forgot all about that shit, but yeah.
They would have had a whole lot of rings.
That would have been fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, that would have been a history changer. I don't know, I don't know about a whole lot of rings, but I would have definitely bet money that
they would have at least got 2.
Yeah.
I feel. You know what I mean? At least.
Shit.
And that's including if Grant Hill was able to look like the 2010 Grant Hill. Right. Back in 2001. Had he fully recovered.
Right.
That would have definitely been one where I'd have been like, "The fuck?" because that offseason was after Kobe and Shaq won the first one. Mm-hmm. So literally after they would have won the first one, that shit would have taken place. And I'd have been like,
that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Shit.
I ain't no bitch and I ain't scared, but I definitely would have looked at that motherfucker like, oh, okay.
I see you. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got cute.
All right,
okay.
Jay. All right, Jay.
Cute.
Get the phone. Go get the answer. Run that motherfucker back. Find a way to get AI.
Make it work.
Yeah.
Make it work.
We need that shit.
Yeah.
I need that. Facts. Shit, man. Well, Thanksgiving is this week. What y'all got planned? Hopefully with the family in the house.
Work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting that, what's it called? Time and a half, baby.
No.
Are you working?
Yeah. Time and a half.
Damn.
I mean, shit.
I signed up to work.
No, I wish I could, but we're closed, so.
We get off at 5. I mean, I get off at 5:30, so that's still dinner time, so.
Yeah, I'm off by 4, so it ain't nothing serious.
That's what's up.
It's just enough to where the pay will show significance on the next paycheck.
Right.
So I was like, let me run that. I signed up to work all week, including Black Friday, and they were like, well, since you work Thanksgiving, we'll just give you a 3-day weekend after. And I was like, okay, well, shit. It's one of those ones where it's like, I still want to work, but now I'm thinking about it. Don't call me. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. No, leave me alone. I'll take it.
All I know there's about to be some mid-football games until the primetime game.
That's exactly why I signed up to work.
There's about to be some mid-ass games.
And I don't even know if the primetime game is going to be good.
I'm cooking, bro. Fuck damn football. I'm over football now. Shit.
Well, I should be too. I mean, I kind of am too, but I mean, all I know is I heard the teams and I was like, hold up, they're playing? And then I heard, okay, Baltimore and the Steelers. I was like,
The news after today, I'm looking at like,
what's the news after today?
Baltimore got COVID. They shut down the facility.
Oh, yeah.
The whole team?
Well,
it didn't say
the running backs.
It said multiple players that I read.
These motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, because they went against the damn Titans. Yeah, I just read about that. Damn. Well,
the Titans was weeks ago.
No, they played them on Sunday.
Yeah, they just played them.
No, I know, but their outbreak was weeks ago.
But still,
like months ago.
Shit. I remember that story broke out literally the day after, on Monday, that the running back got COVID.
Well, 2 of them.
Shit.
It's both the running backs.
Yeah, I know, both the running backs.
Ingram and Dobbins.
Yeah.
Shit.
It wasn't just them. They had to close the facility. So it's one of those ones where I'm like, are they still going to play? Like,
oh, they're going to play.
Seriously, though.
Oh, they're going to play.
Yeah, so when the news came out...
They said that shit was in question right now.
Well, no, Schefter reported as... Last time I checked, he was like, no, they still plan to play.
Oh,
and I was like, that don't sound appeasing to watch.
Nah.
That's been the whole... Man, what's Roger Goodell saying? These niggas going to play. Those are his words. Exactly. These niggas are going to play. COVID or not. You are playing. That whole A, B, C plan? No. 60, no. We're going to go all the way.
Yeah.
There's a plan A and plan B, and plan B is to make plan A work.
Yep.
Motherfuckers. Niners didn't play. It was a bye, but we lost anyway.
Yeah.
Fucking Trent.
How the fuck that happened?
Yeah. No, literally, it actually did happen. They had to send more players to the COVID list during the bye week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Trent Richardson.
Yeah, we lost.
Yeah.
We lost the bye week. God damn it.
And he's high risk because he had cancer.
Not Trent Richardson.
It was
Trent Williams.
Yeah.
Trent Williams. I keep calling him Trent Richardson.
I was like, I know who Trent Richardson
Trent
is.
Williams. Trent Williams, my fault.
I'll be honest with you, I kind of got a little like, what?
Trent
Williams.
Williams.
I was like, nah.
Trent
okay,
Williams.
You got
this.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But yeah, he's on the list. Fucking. Who else is on there?
Brandon Ayuk.
Motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
No, you don't know. You don't get to say that. I get to say that.
Why? Oh,
Just when I was getting ready to take him off the fucking fantasy list. this fuck.
We go against the Bills next
I
week?
got my ass kicked last week in fantasy because of all the fucking buys and the COVID and all like
Buys and the COVID.
Fucking Myles Garrett showed up with COVID, and that was just the start of my shit. Like, fuck.
Motherfucker.
I hate this fucking year.
That pandemic don't play.
I only did this for the fucking rookies.
I'll tell you this, though. Monday Night Football. Tom Brady. Honestly, don't even come to the stand.
He can come to the stand, but before he come to the stand, round of applause. I don't know if you guys saw the significance of Monday Night Football. That was the first time it was an all-black officiating staff.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Black Power.
Hell yeah. They all had them all on the sideline. They all took a group picture.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, no, I tuned in for that, and then I got busy after they did that.
For sure.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the game.
The update on the ESPN.
But
Yeah.
Tom Brady, that was pathetic. I watched that shit. That was pathetic. I've never seen him play that way before.
Yes, you did.
No, not
weeks
like
ago.
not consistently. No. That was red zone shit. This is like one.
No, that was Sunday Night Football.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the Saints. Dog walked the fuck out of them. What are you talking about? That was a worse game than this one.
Nah, but the way he was playing with this, I don't know why, but this one was just like, what the fuck you doing, Brady? Just, oh my God, it was this. He was playing like Jeff Garcia on the fucking Lions. That's how bad he was playing.
He looked bad, but he did have his moments. That's why this one didn't compare to the Saints. He had his moments. Like, he hit Godwin on a nice route.
Yeah, that was
that
good.
got him to the end zone. Like, there were just things that he did that were like, all right. But everything else, it was like, yeah, he's getting old.
Like,
not much there.
Like, I remember Martine told me he missed a step, but goddamn, man.
I mean, I don't
You saw it
want
with
to beat
the
a dead horse,
Patriots,
bro. You know what I mean?
You saw it
Like,
with the Patriots, but
yeah,
like,
I seen that shit.
this ain't CBS, nigga. Even though it's on ESPN,
I'm about to say, I don't think this one applies to this one.
Yeah, no.
He used to be on ESPN.
a lot.
But when you playing on Fox, I just like that's still funny to say because you playing in
CBS,
Fox.
nigga.
This ain't CBS, nigga.
Oh shit.
Because soft ass CBS. Nah, you play with the big boys over at Fox.
Justin Herbert, boy.
I mean,
Amazing. Amazing.
dog.
I mean, it wasn't going to matter for my fantasy team. I was going to lose anyway. But I left him on the bench for Kyler Murray. Even though Kyler, like, bounced back at a good second half.
Yeah.
On Thursday night.
Uh-huh.
I just went back and looked at Justin's numbers, and I was like, I got both of them. One of them I'm going to hold on for the next 2 years. That way I can get maximum trade fucking value.
Shit. Just
Because I'm keeping one of them. Yeah. One of them's getting room.
actually going to play, and then the other one's chilling.
Yeah. The other one is going to be collecting a lot of interest.
Right.
That Raiders Kansas City game was really good too.
Yep.
Then fucking Patrick Mahomes had to do them fuck you throws. That's what he does. Like, you know, Steph Curry has the fuck you threes. Patrick Mahomes has the fuck you touchdowns.
He doing
That accent too.
Yeah.
Fuck you. That's what every Raider fan thought when he threw that last touchdown. Like, fuck you.
Patrick Mahomes.
It's worth half a billion.
Oh, I wasn't even going past that. Patrick Mahomes will do a fucking cartwheel. Before the hand with the football goes down to the ground, he can fling that motherfucker. And somewhere, it'll either be Travis Kelce or Tariq Hill will be somewhere around that motherfucker.
And they'll catch it.
Yeah.
Like, and he'll just do it on some fluke shit. Like, it ain't somewhere, whoop, and it's just in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what my coworker said.
I mean, you could say it's fluke shit, man, but if it happens as often as it happens,
Yeah, no, it's a skill.
yeah,
It looks
he
fluke.
practices that shit.
Oh,
yeah.
I know
Like,
he does.
for
Like,
sure.
he has. That's them. Fuck you touchdowns. That's what
Yeah.
he does. I don't know. It was a good game. Raiders. Like, what's his name?
I was proud of Derek.
Derek did his thing.
Like, I keep telling people, put some respect on my man's name. Like,
Derek
they kept running him through the fucking ground all them years, and I was like, I mean, he's going through changes with the coaching staff. Like, he's got to relearn everything too since Gruden came back.
Who knows? The AFC Championship can be the Raiders in Kansas City. Never know. I don't think it'd be that way, huh?
It's possible. I mean, as of now,
They're the same division.
the Raiders are 6-4. The Ravens are 6-4. Browns are 7-3.
What?
Huh?
That's a silent 7-3.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Browns are 7-3.
Nah.
They beat the Eagles. They're 7-3 now.
Don't you lie to me, JC.
I'm dead serious. Red Zone, baby. I know this because they brought this up on Red Zone, and they said teams that start the season 7-3, they have an 82 or 84% chance of making the playoffs. So they were like, Browns fans, it might be time to really start looking and getting your hopes up because it looks good.
If the Browns get to the Super Bowl and win that shit, Cleveland is going to be on fire. It's going to be a happy
7-3.
fire.
Yeah.
God damn. I had to check, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Not
I
even,
did not-
not
that's
even
a
to
very
doubt
quiet-
you, but just like I can't believe that.
Yeah,
shit.
That's a very
You know what I
quiet
mean?
7-3 because the media don't be talking about that. Oh, I don't pay attention. But shit,
Yeah, there's no drama because Odell's out, so
that's true.
they don't. The media doesn't have fun with it, so they're not.
So they can't make fun of Baker Mayfield or nobody.
Yeah. Nah, they put the fucking Carson Wentz through the nastiest fucking duck I've ever seen in my life.
Like,
It just immediately turned into a pick six. Like as soon as it left his hand, it was like
no one touched it or nothing. It didn't get tipped.
well, it was just bad because if he had gotten the ball out 2 seconds earlier, he had another receiver that was wide open in the flat towards the sideline. But he decided to do a check down, and when he got smacked in the check down, his arm like literally it flung, so it was just hanging in the air.
Every time I see that, I just hear Casey and JoJo go, "Let me see you toss it up."
Yeah, I forgot who the fuck it was on the Browns that grounded it. And like as soon as he was in the area, I was like, pick six. That shit, motherfucker, just grabbed it and just ran.
Oh my!
But
God.
it still wasn't worse or as hilarious as when Joe Flacco did it
Flacco.
against the Chargers. So I'm gonna paint the picture for you because I don't think you guys saw it.
Nah.
Nope.
The Jets had actually stopped the Chargers on the goal line and forced them. I think it was 4th down, or they forced them to fumble, and they were on the 1 or the 2 yard line. Immediately, the play after, Flacco throws a pick six.
Wow.
Nice.
And his pick six was funny because unlike Carson Wentz, when he got hit and he was forced to throw the duck, Joe Flacco just looked and he threw. And out of nowhere, the Chargers, like literally in one motion, Chargers cornerback, interception, end zone in one motion. Didn't even think about it.
Wow.
He actually took more time dancing to get to the end zone than he did catching the fucking football.
That's sad. What's also sad is Joe Burrow on the Bengals, man. I saw that live.
Yeah, that was rough.
I'm like, damn, he's out for the. He's
torn ACL and MCL.
at the same damn time.
Yep.
Damn, man.
Poor guy.
We said the Bengals are a place to go, but I mean, what'd you say? You living in hell if you win Cincinnati?
I mean, before Joe Burrow, it was. Since Joe Burrow, it's kind of looking.
It's not so bad.
Yeah, I'm kind of like.
Now, it's not
they
so
only,
great.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, wait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wait, since they only cold for 7 months. I can make it work for 5 months. It's cool enough. I can do that. Joe Burrow be throwing dimes.
That's why I like watching him. He's an interesting watch. There's certain players I like watching or quarterbacks.
Oh, if you like watching him, when he starts hitting that superstar plateau, he's going to be even better to watch during post game shit. Because Joe Burrow is very pro Black Lives Matter.
Oh, he is. I've seen that.
And he's very outspoken. Yeah, so if shit,
Yeah.
he's gonna be one of those because white quarterback, people are laying the hope,
thought he
but
was
he's just
MAGA,
gonna be
to be
talking that
honest.
shit.
I thought he was
what's
low.
up.
I thought he was low key MAGA. To be honest.
No.
Those are the ones that
Quite the
surprised me.
opposite.
Yeah. You see who Joe Burrow's wide receivers were in college? Ain't no way in hell he was MAGA.
Oh, you know who else is? Well, they won. I was gonna say who else was mid. I was gonna say what's his name, Taysom Hill, but they won. The Saints.
He wasn't mid.
I know. That's why I said I
heard he
stopped
freaking-
myself. I stopped. That's why I stopped
he blew up.
myself.
He did some shit.
Oh,
I'm about to.
He was
Taysom
quite
looked
good.
good.
He was quite good.
Yeah.
It was kind of interesting how they didn't have what's his name in there, 30 for 30, Jameis Winston. But Taysom Hill, yeah. I mean, he could start somewhere else, or maybe start with the Saints to get rid of Breeze.
Well, we didn't even bring it up. Last week, Breeze got like 100 broken ribs.
After that fucking,
Oh my God.
after
Lapsed
that
lung.
fucking unnecessary hit, even though it was clearly a fucking sack because a big nigga just fell on him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
was.
that shit, bro. Like, can we ever sack
Nope.
Breeze and not have a penalty thrown? Like,
All with the Niners too.
it always seems to happen that
Yeah.
way.
And then if Garoppolo gets hit like that, they're like, oh no, it's just part of the game. Like,
Stupid.
But you know what it is though? It is stupid, but at the same time, they're always consistent with how they ref quarterbacks that stay in the pocket versus quarterbacks that run.
yeah.
Jimmy G runs. it's not fair, but
I get what you're saying.
You know,
Yeah, I get you.
that's how it's always been. That's why Lamar Jackson gets hit the way he does.
Yeah.
He runs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even though he's not a running quarterback, he's a quarterback that knows how to maneuver.
I know that'll run.
Yeah. The problem is once you use your legs, now you're being ref different. You're being ref like a running back.
Pretty much.
Same thing with Kyler Murray. They do the same. Kyler Murray be getting hit.
Yeah, he does.
Well,
he
Russell
does.
Wilson don't. He don't be taking shots.
Oh, he knows when to
slides.
slide. He doesn't want to take shots. He knows when to slide. He's smart. Or was that too smug for you?
Yep.
You want him to take hits so damage his body and shit.
Exactly. Fuck that guy.
I wish more players took the Ted Ginn route.
Ted Gang, what did he do?
Ted Ginn.
What did he do?
Ted Ginn's been playing in the NFL for 100 years. Why?
Yeah.
Because every time he catches the ball, he runs out of bounds.
This is true.
Ted Ginn ain't never took no fucking hit that he ain't never had to take.
Yeah.
Think about how many times you've seen Ted Ginn get hit.
He was like,
You probably
nope.
can't.
As soon as he runs, he sees like, oh, tackle, nope, you ain't touching
And you know one of the reasons why is because Ted Ginn was supposed to be a track star, but his dad was a coach. And he was always the fastest guy around, so he played football. But he still plays football like a track player. Okay, the point is to not get hit. Why the fuck am I going to willingly take a hit? I'm just going to run out of bounds.
Even when I have
We got the yards.
Dive.
Even if I have
He
pads.
always does that shit too. Yeah.
Like, I ain't the fuck, I ain't gonna get hit.
I wish more players did that.
Kaepernick
Preserve
got
your
hit.
body.
Did Kaepernick get hit a lot? Yeah, Kaepernick got hit a lot.
Cap got hit a lot.
That's why every time I would hold my breath when he was running, and I'm like, okay, he's not injured. I'm still shocked he didn't even got injured on the field or nothing like that when he was playing with us.
You didn't have enough time.
Seriously, no,
You had enough time.
he had enough time.
No, he was there for 4 years and it was done. Like,
No, but I'm saying
That's enough time. What
That's
the
enough.
fuck?
that's a rookie contract.
What?
That's a rookie contract.
Look what happened with Joe Burrow in his first year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Tore
He started in
everything.
his first
What are you
year.
talking about?
Okay, but I'm just saying, Alex Smith got injured in his first year. He did.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just trying to make a point.
Yeah. I know.
I know you hate that dude too. Mm-hmm. God damn, who don't you hate? What don't you hate? I know you hate Russell Wilson for whatever reason because he's like smug, but even though he's like
smug.
he's the nicest guy in the world, Craig.
Nah, see, that's all a front. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I don't know what to tell you.
Eventually, one day you got
I don't
to
know
see.
what to tell you, man.
One day
He's
you
not
guys will
OJ
see.
Martin.
I hope he ain't.
OJ kills white woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not OJ.
Just saying, Russell Wilson's cool, man.
Next topic.
Just saying. Shit. What is the next topic?
Oh, Russell can cure cancer. Martin gonna come in here and be like, wasn't fast enough.
Nah, I wouldn't say
would say
that.
Yeah, you
I'd be
would.
like, why did he do it?
Why did you cure cancer? Why did you cure COVID?
Wait, hold on. What made you do this
What
shit?
made you do this? Huh? What made you do that, huh?
Ulterior motive, motherfucker.
Never mind the fact that he did hundreds of millions of lives are being saved.
I think he could have did
Nah.
he could have put on the Infinity Gauntlet and reversed the snap, and he still would have been, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
I didn't tell you to bring it back.
How'd you get all the stones?
And get rid of all the Seahawks? It cost him everything.
Oh yeah, speaking of Disney, did you watch Mandalorian?
No.
It's alright, I didn't update either. I went back and started rewatching The Wire. I want to try to finish it.
I
before
just
the
got
end
to
of the year.
telling you that I had like no time.
What you said last week, you're like, I have Tuesday off.
Yeah, no, I was thinking like that I wasn't gonna be able to like do shit normal this week.
No.
But that didn't happen. You realize that we're recording
On
tonight.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Like,
Oh yeah.
put this shit together, bro.
Yeah, we're recording early because it's Thanksgiving.
And also we have on curfew now.
Oh yeah, that shit.
Oh, yeah,
By the
people.
way, we gotta hurry up and get the fuck out of here.
There's no caffeine camera today.
Yeah.
Got in and got the fuck out.
Yeah, because case is going up, so Gavin Newsom's shutting the studio down.
Yeah.
And even he has to shut the studio down. Even he has to shut the studio down.
Yeah.
Shut himself down. Because I guess he got exposed to some shit. Him and his family got exposed, so they're
Yeah,
quarantined.
eating all them $1,000 plate dinner events and shit.
Yeah. Come on,
that
Gavin.
no mask party or
I
shit.
was like, I was like, come on, Gavin. I was rooting for you. Come on, Batman. Shit. But what else?
You know how the game goes, man.
The game's the game.
Hey, Die and be a hero, or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
He does look like Harvey Dent. That's what he looks like. He looks like Harvey Dent.
Nah, he's Batman.
He looks like a Harvey Dent.
When he talks, he's Batman, okay?
No, that's just like a cigarette smoker. That's why you don't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah,
Why
pretty
does
much.
Batman? Why did Batman do that shit with his voice and just disguise that as Bruce Wayne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who didn't do that? George Clooney. 'Cause I was randomly watching Batman and Robin.
Of course he didn't.
He's like, hey, Mr. Freeze, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
Hey, Freeze, I'm Batman with a big old smirk on his face. He had a
Val Kilmer
smirk.
didn't change his
Yeah, he
voice.
did.
Did
Yeah,
he?
he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Ah,
Michael
shit.
Keaton did.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer did. George Clooney was George Clooney.
Not only did George Clooney not change his fucking voice, he showed up with a fucking Batman credit card.
The Bat
real.
credit card.
He don't leave house without.
Yeah.
Said that with a
My
smirk,
nigga, what?
and he had a smirk on his face the entire time when you watch Batman and Robin.
Do you know they can check the receipts, my nigga?
Does it say Batman? Does it go Batman?
It's gonna have the fucking.
And
You can check the bank account
And it
that's sent
said
to that
expiration
motherfucker.
date. It said expiration date forever.
Yeah.
I remember it said that shit.
Seriously?
Yes.
Wow.
I was watching it with my homegirl the other night, and I was just reciting Arnold Schwarzenegger's lines. He's like, unless chill, unless the city bows to my commands. Like the way he says that shit. Unless the city bows to my commands, it'd be winter forever in Gotham. He really got into that role, like.
Yeah, now he felt it, man.
Mr. Freeze.
At the end of the day, for nothing.
Mr. Freeze. I mean, he got paid. Like, Mr. Freeze.
I mean, everybody gets paid. I would hope you get paid when you're acting, but I mean, just in the grand scheme of things, like, for what?
It's Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
I feel like if it would have been like in a good, like a newer, like in the newer series type shit, if he was to play it again and it not be like cartoony as fuck.
That could work.
He could do it.
Oh,
man.
he could.
Because
I mean, more sinister.
He had that emotion too when he was talking about his wife and shit like that. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
I can see that happening.
even when he fell in the fucking
Burn in hell, back my.
whatever the styrofoam, whatever that fucking
Oh yeah,
the chemical
the water.
yeah, whatever that shit is.
yeah,
Even if you go back and watch, like, you can't help but laugh. Just
Give me the chopper.
like, all right, bro.
God, Arnold was just doing too much. Rosie O'Donnell. Why did I say Chris O'Donnell? What the fuck happened to him?
He's on
NYPD
yeah.
Blue.
Oh yeah, not
No,
NYPD
no,
Blue. That's
One of these motherfuckers.
Hawaiian 5 or whatever it is with LL Cool J. Whatever
he
them
is
shows on
that
CBS.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he is on that
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. It's something with a cop. So I just
Yeah.
call
Something with a cop.
everything with the cop. I've always called NYPD Blue. Like, I'm not even joking.
Tom Brady ain't on CBS no more, but he is.
Yeah. Robin is.
Yeah.
I was just randomly watching Batman and Robin, and I'm like, this was fucking terrible.
Robin and Dirty Mac and LL.
Robin is Dirty Mac. Soundtrack was fire though. The Batman and Robin soundtrack.
Yeah.
Except for that one song
That
featuring.
one
No, that's Batman Forever.
Ah.
Kiss from a Rose. The other one is
Yeah.
a beautiful song called Gotham City. But
I love that also on Bone Thugs.
look into my eyes and tell
yeah.
me what it is. That was back when soundtracks used to actually matter. They did a whole video with the Bat. What were they in front of? The Batmobile or the fucking? They were in front of some
Gotham.
Bat. I know, but they had some Bat vehicle in
Oh
front.
yeah, no, it was just Gotham. Like,
It's Gotham, bro.
Everything that comes with
Yeah.
Gotham, it was there.
Brandy was on that soundtrack.
Coolio had a cameo.
Coolio was on the soundtrack. I remember that.
Yeah, good times.
Good time,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Good times. Good times.
Just a shitty film.
Oh my god, it's shit.
Very.
But it's really entertaining to watch. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Batman
bet.
Forever was
For the
borderline.
laughs.
Batman Forever was borderline. It was good. It's entertaining to watch, but you're like, okay, it's kind of silly. What are you doing?
Jim Carrey was.
Yeah.
I'm still feeling different about Jim Carrey.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what my homegirl told me too. She said he was a terrible fucking Riddler.
I wouldn't say he was terrible. It was
Yeah.
just.
It was just.
I was just feeling different.
Awkward.
There's moments where I'm like, that's really good, and then there's other moments where I'm like,
Now,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you all this shit because my homegirl told me this. I'm gonna tell you all this and the people. So she's a nerd like me, and we're talking about like nerd shit, and we started talking about Star Wars, and she said she's a Star Trek fan. So she's a good Star Trek fan, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But what about Star Wars? She's like, yeah, I'm not really into Star Wars.
war!
Nothing else matters. That's it.
No, I was like, why not? Well, my dad, when episode 1 was about to come out, I didn't see none of the other movies. So when episode 1 was coming out back in '98, my dad said, you know what? You don't need to see the original trilogy. You're going to start at the very beginning. You're going to watch episode 1 first.
And he said that without seeing episode 1 himself.
Yes.
That's rough.
Yeah, and ever since then, she just said, yeah, I watched it. It was trash. And my dad was trying to tell me that was great. And I was like, no, it wasn't, Dad. And then I watched the other trilogy, and then I watched the other movies. I was like, what is this? And then I was just like, oh my God, why did he do that to you? And then everything else on, it was just like, he has failed you.
You gotta use the sequence, man.
And I was like, why did he do that? Why did he do that?
You gotta use the sequence. It's like, use the force, use the sequence.
Watch the original one first, then the prequel, and then that shit. And then she said she saw then she saw the sequel trilogy. She's like, yeah, I never want to watch this shit. So I can't even put her on The Mandalorian. I can't put her on none of this shit because her dad ruined it just by saying, you know what? Don't even watch the other one. You're going to start at episode 1. Just want to get that out.
He ruined her.
Yeah. Like the whole point of Star Wars, man. The whole point of watching Star Wars is to get to that moment where it's I am your father.
Yes.
And then you go back in time to see how that story played out. But you lose that climax in 5 if you're watching from episode 1
and I
on.
asked her, does he now realize that episode 1 is trash? She goes, oh yeah, now he does.
Oh man,
that is rough.
But she's a Star Trek fan. She's like, it doesn't matter now. I like Star Trek better anyway.
She's probably a Star Trek fan because of that experience.
Yeah, Star Wars didn't help.
Yeah,
that
seriously.
She's like, when she told me that story, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, your dad did what? Don't even watch the other ones. Just watch episode 1.
That's pretty bad.
What's next?
That's pretty bad.
That's horrible.
Jesus.
If I had his number, I'll call him right now.
I gotta arrest that man. Fuck
You
you.
have a serial killer on the loose.
Fuck using the sequence. Use the handcuffs.
So you decided. So you wanted to see episode 1 first. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. I was so happy that there was another. Oh my God! Why? How dare you?
That's.
See, I'm sorry. I had to tell y'all this. I had to tell the people this. You start with a new hope to give them hope, but instead you gave them bullshit.
You gave him Misa.
Oh, shit.
You gave them Misa instead of a new hope. You gave them Misa.
My friend's older
Jar
brother.
Jar Binks.
My friend's older brother when we were kids. He came down the stairs one day. And he's like, Misa Jar Jar Binks, Misa homosexual.
You told me that or someone else said that. I've heard that before.
I was like, fam.
Misa Jar Jar Binks, Misa homosexual.
Like, fam.
Hey man, chill.
What's wrong with you?
See, instead of a new hope, you get Misa.
Yeah, nah. You can't start with Misa.
You can't stop with Misa.
That's just a plantation away from Massa.
Oh my God. Shit.
Can't start with Misa. You gotta start with a new hope. You gotta start with hope before the Misa.
You think they could do a Star Wars with, like, slave masters and shit?
That was what it was.
No, but, like, really.
I was about to say.
No, like, really think about the direction I'm trying to take it. Like,
You got a sick
I'm
mind.
listening.
like
know,
roots
I
and Star
kinda
Wars,
like it.
like roots and Star Wars together.
Yeah, Kunta Kinte is Luke Skywalker.
No. But you gotta, galaxy far, far
Nah,
away.
he's Anakin.
Yeah, in a galaxy far, far away, the Negroid. That type of.
What the fuck?
That type of combining. Really combining roots with Star Wars. Really combine it. Not giving. Well, it's kind of like the same elements. No. I mean, like. Instead of plantations, like they picking bots and shit off the.
I see the vision.
Yeah.
I see it.
It's there.
Maybe.
It's
Maybe
there.
for another franchise, not Star Wars.
It is there. I'm just saying.
I get it.
Somebody like Darth Vader as the ultimate plantation master. He don't even got to beat you. He could just reach from 20 feet away and
Choke your ass.
Yeah.
And get a big ass whip. Shit. How the hell you start from episode?
Like a lightsaber. Just.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's next?
And also, it also would give a different connotation and tone to "I am your father."
I'm your master.
No, I am your father.
No, I am your father.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
That would be
You just took it.
a
You
trip.
just made it dark. Not as dark as taking your own child to see episode 1 before the original.
I'm about to say shit. I took it dark, but
that was pretty bad.
Nah, I think
I can
that
sell
was
this to
dark.
Hollywood. I can't sell taking a child to go watch Star Wars from episode 1 first.
You saw Misa first before Hope. You saw a disaster before Hope. You had to see a Hope before you saw where you came from.
What the fuck did you just say?
You heard what I just said? Shit.
I'm confused people.
I'm confused. He's talking about confused people. Shit.
Oh, where you came from.
You gotta see the hope before you see where you came from. Wait, what?
I just tried to spit bars. Sound like what's his name? The black dude. The donations. You know what I'm talking about.
They don't respect Umar, man.
Man, Umar sounds like
Umar got bars.
That's what he sounds like.
Umar got bars. He goes about it the wrong way, but
Literally
Umar got bars.
He's a living, breathing Boondocks character. He really is.
Every time he goes on, that's like one of the main reasons why I just keep IG. Somebody says, "Oh, Umar live." I'm like, all right, I'm there. I'll meet you in the comments.
Shit.
He be saying some real shit, but he says it in the most.
Yeah, I'm like how he present his presentations were off, but he be saying some stuff.
It's like, yeah.
Nah, it's like the nigga in and Don't Be a Menace. Nick Nap Patty Whack.
Nick Nap Patty Dog Bone. That's him. That's him. Nigga. Anyway, Grammy nominations.
Is there any other way to watch movies like that?
Star Wars?
No, I'm saying in general. Is there any other way to watch movies like that?
What do you mean?
Where you watch the newer ones that was like a prequel? Like, I guess somebody would have watched Carlito's Way, the one with Puff.
Hell no.
Versus watching the first one with Al Pacino.
I only recognize
If
that.
If I was to watch it that way, I wouldn't watch the second
That's what I'm saying. Like,
You know what I mean?
there's got to be ways where it would just like turn you off.
Yeah.
Like, I understand. I get where she's coming from.
Yeah, I agree
get
with
it.
her.
I
completely agree.
100%
There was no
get it.
there's no reason to try to tell you this franchise is good because you got tainted watching that.
Yeah.
The only one that works when you do it that way is
Revenge of the Sith.
is Godfather, but you have to like saga the whole thing, so it's got to be a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Like how AMC when they combine the first and the second one,
Yeah.
and they start from literally the beginning to end. So it starts when Vito's a kid, and then it goes through his story.
Okay.
Then it goes through the first Godfather. Then it goes through the Michael story in Godfather 2.
I think Star Wars is the only one that could do that. Maybe the Harry Potter series, kind of. Oh, they didn't have no. Oh, nah. Because they're all together in yearly.
Oh, what if somebody did that with Lord of the Rings?
They already doing that.
No, what I'm saying is, what if they watched The Hobbit first and then they went to Lord of the Rings?
Then they'll see Lord of the Rings was fucking fire, and they'll be like, "What the fuck was The Hobbit?"
No, but that's what I'm saying. If
Yeah.
that has the same effect. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Franchises that will have the same
I can't
effect.
believe they did that shit with The Hobbit. That book is only like, what, 200 pages, 300 pages? And it's like,
that shit.
you can
So
literally...
you're going to get 3 out of this motherfucker.
You can literally... It could maybe be a 2-hour movie at best. Or maybe a 2 or 3 hour movie at best. But I can literally finish that shit. I can finish that shit in a day. I can finish that book in a day, and they were like, "No, we're gonna split this shit up in 3 movies, with 3 hours, and you gonna like it."
Yeah, so you get 9.
200 pages, bro.
Something like that. Yeah, it's a short book.
That's not even a day, dog. That's like a few hours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They say for reference, a script page is usually a minute of screen time. So 200 pages is just over 3 hours.
Yeah.
So literally, they stretched just over 3 hours
In the 3 movies.
into 3 films.
And they were trying to recreate what they got in Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings was literally like a once-in-a-lifetime type of movie.
Yeah, because they filmed that shit all at once.
Yeah, which was smart.
Very smart.
Very smart.
A lot of films should do that. Where if you get the bag for a franchise, you'll just film all this shit at once.
That's what they did with, what's it called? With Infinity War. They filmed that and Black Panther and I want to say Captain Marvel. No, they didn't even film Captain Marvel yet. They filmed Infinity War, Endgame, Black Panther, and like one other movie all at the same time.
Yeah.
Just trying to crowd that shit in.
Right.
Speaking of that.
Did a good job.
Shit, that's an achievement.
That's what I'm saying.
I still feel they should have got nominated for a fucking Oscar for that shit. But whatever.
I'm telling you, I remember saying it on the podcast, the fact that they were able to get that done without, no major losses, whether it be recasting or passing away, and then lo and behold,
Chadwick
Boseman passes away. Like, when you really examine that and what they were able to accomplish before that, like, Nah, y'all deserve like
At least a nomination.
get a Nobel Peace Prize for that shit.
or something.
I mean, think about it. That turned into, I don't know if you guys know, Sirius XM, they now have the Marvel station.
Really?
They tell Marvel stories. Yeah.
I think I've heard
It just
about
came
that.
on my home screen on the app. I forgot what channel it is on XM Radio, but it's a Marvel channel.
It's probably talking about.
That's interesting.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
shit.
just all the stories going behind all the productions.
Speaking of all that, I guess WandaVision's dropping in January, so there's not going to be no fucking MCU content this year at all. Pretty much everything is dropping next year, God willing. If Biden gets everyone on the same page, God willing, everything's dropping from the MCU next year. So we'll see.
I know people wanted MCU content this year. I think they deserved a year off.
Oh, they did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
You needed we needed some just to be like, okay, we need to breathe.
Yeah.
After Endgame, like literally just after Endgame period, like we need to breathe a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll admit I was selfish. I wanted that shit.
I want
but
Black Widow at least.
Yeah, I mean, or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just something. But I mean, dude, we're like what, a month away now?
Right.
From the end of the year. It's
That's
like
wild. And they said
Yeah,
WandaVision's
so,
gonna be the
whatever,
first
dude.
one.
No
They
big
said
deal.
they're not gonna drop Black Widow in fucking Disney Plus. They said, nah, we're putting this in theaters.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. So
Either way,
we
I mean, I'll watch it.
We'll see on that one.
Yeah.
Fucking what else? I was gonna watch something else. I watched something else because I was watching Sopranos. It is an intriguing watch.
Yep.
It really is. It's like
How far are you?
I'm on season 1, episode 8. I know I got a whole
You got a
journey.
long way to go.
I know. I forgot HBO shows are like 1 hour long.
Tell me how you feel after season 3 ends.
I'll let you know.
Please let me know how you feel about it, because that's when that shit was like, oh. Oh. And then season 4 ended and it was like,
Oh.
literally. Like, literally. Season 4 ended like, oh. Okay. Actually, the episode before the season finale, it was, oh. And then how they played it, back to then end the season finale, it was like,
So that's the be because that has been my reaction.
Yeah.
That has been my reaction after every episode ends. Just
Yeah.
like,
Sopranos is one of my favorite series.
yeah, it's like
It gives me the want for them to go back and adapt The Godfather into a series.
yeah,
And really go back and stretch it into go back to 1933. So 1933 is really when Vito's reign like really is at its getting to its height. So when Sonny first finds out what's going on with the family, that type of effect. So then it leads on, because really when you get to the first Godfather, he's pretty much close to retirement. So there's still like, because it starts off in 45, so you're missing 12 years. So I would hope that if they do decide to do that, Godfather as a series would really focus on Vito and his actual reign, and then when the sons all find out what he does, because there's a story to be told about when, because in the book when Sonny finds out, like Sonny's like all in.
Shit,
Like really all in. Like the book's really there's some shit in the book there. Yeah, there's no way in hell. Not even in 2020, if they were to make The Godfather, there's no way there's certain things in that book would ever be allowed in the film. Like it has very
to be
graphic.
it has to be a series. Godfather can be a series.
Yeah, it most definitely can.
If they can really do it,
Yeah.
it can be a series.
Yeah, I'm sure if somebody was like, yo, I want to do The Godfather, and they had the reputation, and they could go to one of these companies, I'm sure the company's like, yo, just tell us how much you need on the check. We're not gonna worry about it.
That's what Dave Chappelle wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of the subway. Hey, because before we got on the air, I remember I was seeing it. Like I saw on Twitter, it said boycott Chappelle show, and I was like, what the fuck? I saw it. I didn't really think much of it.
Boycott no black man.
Boycott no black man.
bullshit is
What
that?
bullshit is this? Fuck is this? So because I was Chappelle show because I was watching Chappelle show on Netflix and I was watching it on HBO Max. I was like, oh shit, I have the DVDs, but I'm like,
Oh, you know what? You are right. I don't mean to cut you off, but you are right.
What?
In that remember when he was first doing the stand-ups and everybody was getting offended?
Yeah.
And they were like, boycott everything Chappelle. Remember we came on here and we were like, man, fuck that. Now we watch the Chappelle show. We watching everything Chappelle just to say fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was when I saw that. I thought I was like, oh, he dropped something and they're pissed off again.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I was kind of just like, okay, whatever. So I was really about to go on. I don't know. I wasn't even going to bring it up until I saw a fucking tweet that said Chappelle just dropped an 18-minute fucking stand-up set on Instagram, on his Instagram. I was like, shit, what did he say now? And it was philosopher Dave Chappelle. and pretty much in everything he broke down, he pretty much said that Comedy Central is not paying him for the Chappelle. When he left his contract for those 2 seasons after the Chappelle show, he didn't get paid. I mean, he only got paid the amount, but he didn't really get paid like that. So it's in syndication right now, and he is not getting paid for them using his name and his likeness and everything. So, in a nutshell, he's pretty much telling everyone to boycott the Chappelle show. If you see it streaming on Netflix, take it off. Well, pretty much that's what he told Netflix, because Netflix is paying him a whole lot of money. So he called up Netflix and said, hey, I don't like that. And Netflix was like, okay, we don't either. It's gone. And how I know it's gone,
We don't either.
because how I know it was gone, because I checked Netflix earlier this morning when I was getting ready for work, and I was like, I was just watching Chappelle's show last night. Like, they took it off? Oh, that's weird. And then JC just sent a fucking alert, and he was like, oh, Dave Chappelle asked to take it off because he wasn't getting paid. And I just brought back to the SNL sketch when he was like, oh yeah, like I'm not getting paid for having Chappelle's show on Netflix right now. And I was just like, oh, I thought he was just saying it as like a little passing joke, but he meant that shit.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And pretty much in a nutshell, he even said like, yeah, I kind of want to bring the show back too, but I can't do it because Comedy Central still has my name attached to the fucking contract. And I can't use my name or likeness. So, yeah, I'm going to take that shit back. That's pretty much what he said. Pretty much diss Viacom and everything, because that shit is on fucking, what's it called?
Called them out by name, too.
Yeah, because it's on because Viacom owns fucking VH1, Comedy Central, MTV, all that shit that shows his shit.
Do they own HBO, or is that its own?
HBO is its own entity.
Okay, for sure.
Another thing that was funny, he said that he pitched the show to HBO, and HBO told him, fuck out of here. And now it's getting streamed on HBO Max.
Interesting how that works.
You feel me? So, we'll see how that shit works. Dave Chappelle gave us, what, 2 fucking... Well, actually, this is his 3rd fucking stand-up. First, it was 8:46. Was it 8:46? Mm-hmm. Then it was the fucking SNL monologue, I guess. And that was 60 minutes of Dave Chappelle stand-up.
Alright, I'll give you that.
And then this shit. It's called Unforgiven. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
So,
oh, yeah, that is what it was called, huh?
Yeah, it's called Unforgiven.
Came up at the end and shit.
Yeah, so he gave us 3 stand-ups in 2020. I couldn't yell it, but I have a kind of a sore throat. But Dave Chappelle keeps it real. What do you want to say, JC?
No, it just Dave is Dave. Like I said, he teaches that line between comedian and philosopher.
Mm-hmm. And he does it well too.
Yeah.
And he was dead the fuck serious too.
Yeah.
It just reminded me when Chris Rock ended his show on HBO, which is not on HBO Max. He probably put something on that contract where said, don't even put this shit on no syndication or nothing. But Chris Rock said, I remember he said on Oprah when he was ending the show, Oprah asked him, "Oh, why are you ending the show?" And he said flat out, "I'm ending the show because it isn't fun no more." Like when I started the show, I did it because it was fun. I had my friends with me. I was just doing, we were just doing shit. So then when the show started getting very, very successful and I was winning Emmys and shit, all of a sudden my friends started like leaving the show, and then a lot of corporate people started showing up. And then he said, I was looking around and I'm seeing all these people there, and I'm like, nah, I don't like this. So I just ended the shit before they could completely take the shit over. And I was like, And that just reminded me, when I started watching Chappelle's show, I knew the show hit its peak after the Rick James sketch. I knew the show hit its peak, and I was like, this show's not going to last long. Like, something's telling me, like, this show's not... I told people this, and people looked at me like I was crazy. Like, I was like, what do you mean it's not going to last long? This is shit telling funny. I'm like, this ain't going to last long. Something's going to happen, and he's going to quit. Lo and behold, he went to fucking Africa.
Called him a crackhead in the process.
He called him crazy for doing it until he explained why he did it, because he did that little pixie sketch, and he saw them white folks laughing.
I mean, it is kind of crazy. It turned down that much money, though, too. You know what I mean? Like,
He didn't want to get bought.
I get it. I understand that fully. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean,
$51 million.
My perspective. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how far I would go to take that money, but I'm saying it'd be hard to turn down the way he did.
Anybody.
And shit, you know what I mean?
And replace him with Carlos Mencia.
Shit.
That's what they did.
Yeah,
that's the Chappelle show went. They got Carlos Mencia. He was shucking and jiving.
I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah, he was shucking and jiving. I knew exactly what that was when they brought him in. I'm like, what the fuck? They tried it. And then Key and Peele. I mean, that shit was funny for like 2 seasons. But and another.
I never watched Key and Peele.
Yeah, me neither.
I watched like a few episodes. They were funny.
I've only seen like the little sketches and shit that come up like on Facebook or whatever. You know what I mean?
And another thing. Y'all watch that Kevin Hart stand up?
No.
Nope.
Man, I can't believe I'm saying this. I turned that on. I didn't laugh once. Not one time.
Oh, so you catching on? All right, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I never thought he was all that funny, dog. Like I never thought Kevin Hart was
all
that
his
funny.
stand-ups. I've always chuckled and laughed at like at least all of his shit. This one, I didn't laugh once. Maybe a little, and that was it. But I didn't really flat out laugh once, and I was like, "Oh damn, this wasn't it, Kev." And it was called No Fucks Given, and it looked like he was giving a fuck. He was trying too hard. That's what it kind of felt like. He was trying to do his best Dave Chappelle in a way, because he filmed it in the bottom of his big ass mansion house. And, all social distance. But I was like, man, this house is that big, he could just pull a whole stand-up. I guess.
Fuck it. Why
not? Fuck it.
I mean, I'll probably give it a watch, but...
That's like, for the first time, I never did that.
That's crazy.
I've never done that on a Kevin Hart
special. I've been like that for like the last few.
What about you, Jay-Z? Have you ever really didn't laugh?
No. I just know how to consume Kevin Hart material.
I mean, I know how to consume,
yeah, but a lot of people will tell me like, nah, Kevin Hart's just not funny.
Yeah.
And then for the most part, every time I ask why, they always name and list reasons that just go against who he is as a comedian and his style.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, you're looking for something that's not there.
Yeah.
So I know what his style is. He uses his family as
his crutch.
No, I won't even say his crutch. He uses them as the source of material. Yeah. So really, when you just get into the family element, and you just kind of imagine the fucked up shit that your family does that's funny. Mm-hmm. It's easily to relate, and you laugh off of it. So over the years, it's become less like I tune in less and less, just because he's become a bigger Hollywood star.
Yeah.
But overall, I always did get the Kevin Hart comedy, like his style.
Yeah, I got it.
He's funny to me.
That's the thing, though. Like, for me personally, I agree with you. That's like when he was coming up. That's what drew me to his shit. You know what I mean? But the more it seems like the more and more bigger he gets, the more he becomes disconnected almost to me.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it doesn't work. Like my personal taste in comedy, it doesn't quite work for me like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is the first time this has ever happened. Cause I watched all his stand-ups and all of them had me laughing. This one did not have me laughing.
Well, they didn't do it in his crib or something like that?
Yeah, this one, yeah. It was in the bottom of his, it was like his basement, I guess. And his basement looks like a damn house. That's how rich that nigga is. Oh, rich motherfucker. Rich as shit.
God damn.
But I know. Speaking of shit, the Grammy nominations came out. So,
Speaking of shit,
you're relying on that white man's award.
That white man award, like the BET Awards. And I didn't really care until JC hit up the rap part. So let's get to the rap part, because that's a hip hop array.
Yeah.
For best rap album, the nominations are Nas's King's Dead.
King's Disease.
Why did I say King's Dead? The fuck?
Kendrick.
What?
Kendrick.
Oh.
That's why.
I'm trying to go to the fucking shit right now. Best R&B. No, not best R&B. Bitch, I don't want best R&B.
Jay Electronica, Jay-Z album.
Best rap album.
Well, Jay-Z's mixtape got nominated.
Yeah.
Jay Electronica, Written
Ain't that
Testimony.
some shit.
King's Disease. Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist, Alfredo.
Whoa, good crack.
Royce the 5'9", the Allegory. That really had me surprised. And you know who else got nominated, people?
Who?
At first, when JC
Salute D Smoke.
that too. No. But first, when JC said it, because I was working, I saw the
Hey,
nomination.
hold on. Don't be giving my credit away, dog.
Oh, you sent it.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah,
My fault. When Martine sent it, I saw it. I saw Freddie Gibbs. I saw Jay Electronica. I saw all that. Like, oh, that's cool. So then I was like, because I was working. So then when I had time, I really looked at it. And I was like, who's that? I was like, is that? Of course!
And I was waiting for it too. I'm not lying. As soon as I said that shit, I was like, here comes the of course. Here comes the of course.
These.
It wasn't even the first message. I was expecting it to be right away. I thought,
Yeah.
right, you know what I mean? As soon as you seen the shit, it was like, it was over.
D Smoke's music was everywhere. That's why it's. I know you're saying like, of course.
Yeah. It's a funny joke now.
It's funny,
shit.
but I get it because I did, for the amount of times that we were allowed outside, I did hear his music everywhere. Like NBA was running his shit all the time going into commercial break when they were on ESPN and ABC.
Definitely.
I heard a couple of his songs while protesting.
Mm-hmm.
They were playing that. I remember when the protests were being covered on media and outlets like BET and all that, they would play the music. He had a role in the BET Awards with his performance. Like his music was everywhere. So
Even though people on Twitter weren't talking about it, his music was everywhere.
It's just a reminder. There's a world outside of Twitter.
Right.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
So
And I think-
people on Twitter could be shocked about it, but I saw that and that one wasn't surprising to me. It was Jay-Z's mixtape that surprised me.
Yeah. No, definitely. But back to D Smoke though, dude. Like, I feel like if his shit would have came out just a little bit later, it probably would have connected a little bit differently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it just
His dropped in
too
January,
soon.
right?
Like February. It's January or February. It's one of the two.
Just
Like
a
it literally
little
started
bit
the
It
year
was
off.
February. It was February.
Yeah, had that shit dropped like right, and I don't want to say, it would have been better to drop this around, Black Plight.
Yeah,
That's-
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
but
exactly what I was
if
thinking
the
too.
circumstances had, had played aligned,
Yeah.
and he had dropped around that time,
It would have worked.
his music would have that would have been a focal point.
Oh, for sure.
His music resonated with what was going on for, I don't even want to say that period of time, it's still going on. His music just resonated with civil unrest.
Yes,
And
exactly.
yeah, like he's not that. We said this. You said, Busby, that if you wanted to listen to Kendrick, you would just listen to Kendrick.
Yup.
But this just proves that
Oh, yeah.
he's
He's Kendrick.
no, he's not Kendrick.
No. He walked right into that.
They're cut, no, it just proves they're cut from the same cloth,
Yeah, I
which means
know.
their music is real and authentic.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and relatable.
it's
And
very
relatable,
relatable.
too,
Yeah.
It's relatable to those who like come from like where
Yeah,
we come from.
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
of
saying?
course.
Like that.
And who knows? He came from a Netflix show. A little old Netflix show. Who would have thought?
Man, get over that shit.
Never.
You know he came from TDE.
Yeah. Wink,
Alright.
wink. Nudge,
We all-
nudge.
we all know
We
this
all
shit
know,
now.
Dave.
All right, get
We
over
know.
it.
We know. I know. I'm rooting for Nas. Like, part of me, I'm rooting for Nas because if he wins, it would be his first ever Grammy.
That would be tight.
It would be Freddie Gibbs' first ever Grammy.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Gibbs.
Good crack.
Royce the 5'9", this is his first like
Nomination, right?
solo, like as a solo artist.
That's crazy.
D Smoke, I mean, Jay Electronica, I mean, whatever. I like the album, so.
See, you know how I feel about that shit.
No. Anyway, for best rap performance, we got Big Sean, Nipsey, The Baby, Jack Harlow, Lil Baby, The Bigger Picture. Mace.
We gotta break down the songs.
I know, man.
Oh, my
Just
fault.
reading
I'm
out
like,
names.
you
Reading out
Okay,
names.
okay,
like,
my
what the
fault.
fuck?
Okay. My apologies, people.
Run it back.
Run that shit back. Anyway, best rap performance is Big Sean and Nipsey Hussle with Deep Reverence. The Baby, Bop. I was like, damn, that song's that old already? Bop? Came out last. Damn, that's wild.
Yeah, nah.
Jack Harlow, What's Poppin'? Lil Baby, The Bigger Picture. Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce, the Savage remix. And Pop Smoke, Dior. Well, shout out to Pop Smoke.
And I gotta say, man, we give the Grammys a lot of shit. They got that
They did get
category.
They got the rap
perfect.
shit
Yeah,
right.
like that one in particular. Like, there's like the albums we were talking about. There's a few of them that are kind of whatever,
Yeah.
maybe not. That shit, that to me, that sounds perfect.
Now for the Drake Award, that's what I'm gonna call it. The best melodic rap performance. That's what they call it now. It's not best rap song, but best melodic. The Travis Scott Award, I guess.
You mean the Belle Biv DeVoe Award?
I guess. The Baby featuring Roddy Ricch, Rockstar. Drake and Lil Durk, Laugh Now, Cry Later. Anderson .Paak, Lockdown. Alright. Lockdown. He was rapping on that. Thought he was singing.
Who?
Anderson .Paak on Lockdown.
Which one was Lockdown again?
It dropped after the one when the pandemic first started.
That was I hate calling it protest songs, but that was the one where...
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it had moments.
Your boy, Roddy Ricch, The Box.
Yeah, it's the second time you said his name in this one category.
I know, twice. And Travis Scott, Highest in the Room.
Definitely melodic.
Yeah, for sure.
Best R&B album. I'm kind of low-key mad about this, but whatever. Ant Clemens, Happy to Be Here. Gavin.
This album?
Best R&B album.
That Ant Clemens, I know I haven't spoken about it because
I've heard good
every
things
time
about
I went to speak, something else would drop. That Ant Clemens album, that deserves a nomination.
Okay.
It's really good.
Gevion, Take Time. Luke James, To Feel Loved. John Legend, Bigger Love. And Gregory Porter, All Rise. The reason why I'm saying this is I'm low-key kind of mad about this because Kalani wasn't on that list.
There's no women on there, period.
No women, period. JoJo, Kalani, Tiana Taylor, who had arguably the best R&B albums this year. They weren't on this. They weren't on that. But
When did Snow Allegra drop? Was she on last year's?
she didn't get nominated at all. She got snubbed.
Yeah, Snow
Even
Allegra.
last year, she got snubbed.
Yeah.
Best progressive R&B album. That's fucking alright. Gina Acco, Chilumbo. Chloe and Haley, Ungodly Hour. Free Nationals. Robert Gasper, Fuck Your Feelings. And Thundercat, It Is What It Is. I guess best progressive is the fucking, what's it called? The shit that Jay-Z and Beyonce won for last year? The progressive album?
Yeah, but it was urban contemporary back then.
Now it's best progressive R&B.
Yeah.
Alright.
I like
I don't know what the
Nationals
fuck they
on
be
that.
talking about, man.
They just making up
Yeah.
shit.
I don't know what the fuck that is or what it's supposed to be.
But anyway,
I like
I'm
Free
just gonna-
Nationals in it.
But I'm gonna get to the main coup de grace all this shit.
Well, Chloe and Haley are part of that one, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go to the big time awards shit now. Best new artist, D Smoke's nominated for that. Doja Cat's nominated for that.
I was like, no, man, these are my sound effects. Like, I'm confused.
I'm not mad she's nominated. Why is she nominated now?
That's what I'm saying.
I know. K-Tron, what's her name? K-Tron nominated, and Megan Thee Stallion, and there's like a few other ones called Chica. Chica's nominated.
That's cool.
That one female rapper.
Yeah. But wait, Megan is on there too?
For best new artist. Yep.
See, I don't know, man. I get it. She just dropped her debut, whatever. But I don't
She
know
didn't
how
even
that
drop her
works.
debut album around that time period.
Again,
That's what I'm
Grammys is just-
saying.
She dropped Tell Her Eat whatever.
I don't. That part I don't get. Like her and Doja Cat. Let me. I'm not trying to leave nobody out. Those shits don't make sense to me.
Yeah, I know.
Doja Cat been like doing the move shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like since back
Moo. So anyway,
then. You know what I mean? And Megan, I mean, come on, dog.
Yeah.
This is already what her third year in the game, basically. How's that new?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Song of the year: Beyonce, Black Parade. Your boy, Roddy Ricch. I'm about to say your boy, like the Bay Area dude. Your boy, Roddy Ricch with The Box. I mean, obviously. Taylor Swift, Cardigan. Post Malone, Circles. Dua Lupe, Don't Start Now. Billie Eilish, Everything I Wanted. Her, I Can't Breathe. And JP Sax featuring Julia Michaels, If the World Was Ending. Have y'all heard that shit?
No.
No, I don't hear it either.
No.
Yeah, that was song of the year. I was like, all right. Album of the year. This one had me shocked. Gina Acco Chilumbo got nominated for album of the year. I was like,
I understand that.
huh?
I understand that one.
I get it too. But I was like, those other R&B albums that were better than that. But whatever.
Again, it just goes back to what I was saying. I know Kalani makes more. Her music is, I guess, more appeasing to the ear just because she has a stronger vocal. Mm-hmm. But Jhené Aiko just has.
I feel it was the strongest album. I'll give you that one.
Like she just reaches. She
Yeah.
has a different reach.
Yeah, like her
You know what I'm
reach,
saying? Like,
she has
yeah.
a wider reach.
Right.
This is
So
definitely.
and again, I don't hold the Grammys to like the standard because they're out of touch
Yeah.
by a lot.
This is her first time ever nominated for album.
What
of
I'm
the
saying
year.
is like
Yeah.
when you don't see Kalani, but Janae's nominated several times. This is what I was speaking on, which was
Yeah.
that reach.
Black Puma, I guess their self-titled album, the deluxe edition, got nominated for get the deluxe. Coldplay, Everyday Life, Jacob Collier, Do Jesse, Volume 3, Ham, Women in Music, Part 3, Dua Lipa, Future Nostalgia. Post Malone, Hollywood's Bleeding. And we talked about that album last year, right?
Yeah, it was pretty good last year.
It was an amazing album. We was just,
last year.
Yeah,
but it dropped after the Grammy deadline for last year.
And Taylor Swift, Folklore. And Taylor Swift, of course, Taylor Swift going to be nominated for this. Right. Hopefully she owns that shit.
LeBron beats her.
And the winner is Scooter Braun, Folklore. What?
I own your masters, bitch.
Own your masters, bitch. And then record of the year, Beyonce. I guess they hold record of the year like the highest one. I guess record of the year, Beyonce. Again, Beyonce's on this shit tough this year. Black Parade.
She always is.
I heard she's heard. And two other people, they got the most nominations. They're tied for three-way for most nominations.
I think her and Megan. Okay. Her and Megan, I think. Megan's on there like 3 times.
Let me see. While you're reading that, I'll
Beyonce, Black Parade, Black Pumas, Colors, The Baby featuring Roddy Ricch, Rockstar. Doja Cat, Say So, Billie Eilish, Everything I Wanted, Dua Lipa, Don't Start Now, Post Malone, Circles, and Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce, Savage. Just called Savage, not the remix, just Savage.
It's just all of them.
Yeah. So that's record of the year. Beyonce got Megan Thee Stallion a fucking Grammy nomination.
Couple.
A few.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty much a nutshell. Y'all can look up the rest. I ain't gonna read the rest. So thoughts, people?
It says Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa. Yeah.
Yeah, they all lead the nominations.
Until
her just put out that she's gotten 13 over 3 years, so she's thankful.
Beyonce, they said she has like the most nominations from a female ever or some shit. I don't even think Black Parade was cool, but I don't think it's gonna get all them damn nominations. I was like, God damn, I guess.
Visuals, man.
She didn't even do a visual for that song.
I know, but I'm saying the visuals of
for Black is King.
Yeah.
That's not even. I don't even think that's nominated. I didn't go all the way down on the nominations.
I think Black is King is nominated for something visual.
Yeah, visual shit probably. Yeah, for best visual video, whatever. But yeah, shout out to Hove. shout out to Jay Electronica. Shout out to Nas. Damn, Nas against Jay-Z. Best rap album.
Yeah, Black is King is nominated.
Jay-Z, you got that right.
Black is King is nominated for best music film.
Yeah, she winning that.
Yeah.
Shit, who else is nominated with that?
Seriously.
I'm not sure.
Don't even matter.
It's just all Beyonce.
It's just Beyonce versus Beyonce versus Beyonce.
This was low-key an off year for her.
Beyonce in the cheetah print outfit, Beyonce in the purple, Beyonce in the red, the other beautiful black women dancing.
That's wild.
Beyonce with her hair down. Like, it's just all Beyonce.
It's just all Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like,
that's all that matters.
Yeah. She dropped her Ivory Park shit again. It was like an off year for her, too. So it was kind of just like, damn, and I'm getting nominated like that? For sure.
It's Beyonce.
It's fucking Beyonce. But the real reason why I'm bringing this up, because there were a few snubs. There was one snub in particular that really, really surprised me. And that was The Weeknd. Weekend After Hours didn't get one nomination. Not one. Blinding Lights was by far one of, if not the biggest record of 2020. Whether you like it or not, you heard it everywhere. It did not drop off the Billboard Top 5 for months. How I know that? Because I watched it. It literally slipped from number 1 to number 3 and stayed there.
Went nowhere else after that.
Kind of went to number 4 and then went back to number 3. Like, I ain't going nowhere. And now dropped the top 5. No, I'm gonna go back to number 3. Like, it literally just played seesaw with the top 5. It did not go nowhere.
Well, we may have an answer as to why.
Why?
So this is according to TMZ.
Okay.
Shit.
This has been published.
Breaking news, people.
The Weeknd was faced with a tough choice: perform the Grammys or the Super Bowl. But hammering out a deal to do both would have cost him Grammy nominations. Sources familiar with the situation tell us The Weeknd's team was in talks for weeks with the Grammy brass, who issued the ultimatum, us or the Super Bowl. We're told both sides eventually came to an agreement where Abel could do both, but not without negotiations getting very testy. Our sources say there's growing suspicion Abel's decision to perform at this year's Super Bowl cost him Grammy nominations because the bitter back and forth talks pissed off the Grammy honcho.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
That's fucking trash, dog. What the fuck?
Boo this man.
That's the Academy. Really? Really? He won all them awards. He did all them videos, got his head chopped off, got fucking bullet wounds in his face. You see how he looks? Bandages all up?
Oh, yep.
He put himself through hell. And you snubbed him?
COVID and cocaine, baby.
COVID and cocaine. COVID and cocaine. And you said,
No.
oh, you gonna perform the Super Bowl? Oh, no, baby. You gotta perform with us too. But you gotta give me money.
Grammys,
No.
politics, man.
That's
It ain't got
something.
nothing to do with the music. It's about
That is something.
And you know what? It's never been more clear.
That is
you know what I'm
clear
saying?
as
Yeah.
day.
Serious.
That was just as a fuck
That's
you.
fucking
That was like
trash,
the
bruh.
ultimate fuck you to him. Like, wow. He was the first. He was like one of the artists that dropped during when the pandemic dropped. The label told him don't drop the album.
He was the first one, if I'm not mistaken.
He was literally the first one. When the pandemic
God
dropped, he was
damn.
literally the first to drop and went number one. And all those records went number. Oh wow, that's dirty. It's just a principle. Like really?
I mean, well, in the end, they're not the Billboard Awards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
At the end of the day, that's what Drake was saying.
That's
Damn.
fucking wild, bro.
Drake's words sound very prophetic.
Yeah.
Even though we know what was going on behind the scenes, but if that's the case on what happened, his words of when he did his acceptance sound very, very.
Yeah, now
I
they
mean,
do for sure.
Weekend said it. He went on his Instagram and said, "No, y'all owe me and the fans a lot more transparency. Like, nah, tell people the reason why I'm not on there because I didn't want to play fair with you. That's that bullshit. Not like I'm not saying he should have won a lot of them. He could have just nominated them and then snubbed them, but just not to recognize him at all. Just pretend he didn't exist.
At least you got that Nickelodeon nomination.
Hey,
I can't feel my face in front of 9-year-olds.
that was an accomplishment. Nah, I think
I don't know which one was better, him or City Girls.
Oh, Megan get
Oh my
nominated.
god.
Didn't the baby get a nom too?
Yeah.
Shit.
I think the baby can kind of.
Did Coolio ever get nominated for a Nickelodeon award?
I think he did.
Who got nominated for Nickelodeon
I know
awards?
Tupac did.
Because we might have to discuss that.
I think Tupac did once, and I know it because I saw it vividly when I was a kid. It was after he died, and I remember the Kids' Choice Awards was just on at my grandma's house, and it was for best artist or whatever, and they showed a clip from the "How Do You Want It" video, and they said the winner is Tupac, and his little nieces and nephew went up there to accept his award because he was in Cuba. So I don't know if that footage is ever out there, but
I always want to know.
I think Coolio got nominated.
Just the
He
musicians.
got nominated for like Gangsta's Paradise or some shit.
Something.
or for something for best artist.
Oh shit.
Because I've always
he
been
was big
fascinated.
back
I've always
then.
been fascinated about that ever since Ice Cube went on All That and performed We Be Clubbing.
With some kids.
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, hell, man. Nas was on there did Street Dreams.
Thank God you didn't do the remix.
Shit. Oh, you can't find it?
No, it's not showing me anything.
I know The Weeknd got nominated for Can't Feel My Face. I know
Yeah.
City Girls got nominated. City Girls and Megan Thee Stallion, The Baby got nominated. That's why I was like, really? Okay. I know Coolio.
They had the Migos perform.
Migos can be for kids.
What?
Huh?
I could see them on Nickelodeon for some
What?
odd reason. I don't know why. I could just see it.
In the kitchen, wrist twisted like stir fry.
Yeah.
Mama told me not to sell work.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can see the Migos. On
I can see the Migos being the hyenas and Lion King, but anything that's sort of like
There'll be some lazy ass hyenas. They're just chill.
No, that'd be takeoff.
They're not even
Bro,
doing it.
I'm still upset that they weren't the hyenas in the live
Lion
like
King.
Just could you imagine them just in the stampede? Scoot.
Oh my god.
Scoot.
Yeah, like come on, man. Migos got some of the best gear. Mama,
Mom, Simba, Puma, Scar, That's Scar.
Yeah, no, they dropped the ball with that. But apparently Migos did a medley.
At the Kids' Choice Awards?
Kids' Choice Awards.
Ugh.
Wow.
This was last year.
What songs do they do?
Let's look this. Yeah.
You gotta look
They
it up.
said Migos is for the children. He said they performed Walk It, Talk It. Then they whipped up and did Stir Fry. Then they did Pure Water.
I can see them. I can see them making.
None of these songs say children.
They can try to. They can try to. Edit it for kids. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, respect to them. Like I would. I fuck with the Migos. I can't believe I missed that moment. But still, just come on, man.
Yeah, Megan gonna be on that one.
Yeah.
I think Nicki got nominated, but Nicki's mainstream, so I can see her getting nominated.
See, Nelly on Nickelodeon makes sense.
Yeah.
Nelly makes sense.
Yeah.
LL Cool J being on Nickelodeon.
As much as Chance has been rubbing me the wrong way,
Chance
definitely
makes
sense.
tons of sense.
Chance hosted the damn awards.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, that makes perfect sense.
I can see Donald Glover hosting the shit.
Yeah.
Who else? What other rapper I can see hosting the shit? Drake. I can see Drake hosting the Kids' Choice Awards. I know you hate him, but he's
No. I'm just saying that would just add more to the underage.
pop star. Oh
shit.
I wasn't even going.
I wasn't on there. I was going him bringing his son out.
Yeah, in the audience, see him getting slimed and shit.
All right.
And it was just Pusha T.
I can actually see Drake hosting that.
I told you,
actually doing a pretty fucking good job with that. Now I'm thinking about it.
He's a good host. Like,
Yeah,
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just how he acts at the Raptors games, like.
And that doing the fucking ESPN
Yeah.
shits. Yeah, I can see him on that.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Nah, his bag's probably his.
Yeah,
requests.
they probably can't.
They gotta pay him he has to do it as a favor if you want him
He
to
has
do
to
that
get a piece
shit.
of the company,
Yeah.
bro. Like, what are you
It's like
talking
Freddie
about?
Gibbs. It's like Freddie Gibbs said, Gary can't afford to pay Mike a fucking note.
If what's his name, Freddie Gibbs wins this, if he wins for best rap album, he'll be like the second nigga from Gary, Indiana to win a Grammy. If I can even think about it.
First Gary rapper.
Yeah,
for sure.
First Gary rapper, yeah. And the second Gary.
He put out his medicinal line too.
Wait, what?
Freddie Gibbs got weed.
Really?
Good crack.
I had no idea.
It's called good crack.
Seriously?
I'm dead ass serious.
If you follow him on Instagram, oh my god, his Instagram.
Do you know his story on like why he says that?
Nah.
Because he talks about just how he came up, but it's like that's his running joke, which is he goes, yeah man, world was simple when there was good crack.
It's wild, man.
So it's turning to a running joke that's now turning to profit. Like he's LLC'd that bitch. It's good crack. I do want to try that. Jay-Z done like linked up with like the fucking superpowers of
crack
of marijuana.
marijuana.
Like Rock Nation, like they're all under this big ass umbrella.
Yeah.
Like
Even Cookies too gonna be up there?
No.
Oh no.
No, that ain't a part of Jay-Z's.
Nah, they're on their own.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nah, Jay-Z linked up with a fucking conglomerate. Now he's like the chief. The fuck is his title? It's something where
Chief
I'm like,
operating.
it's like the CVO.
Isn't Chief Brand Strategist?
No, it's CVO. That's why I was like, what the fuck is a CVO?
Seriously.
in wrestling, I
Make your
learned.
shit up for Jay-Z.
You feel me? Dog, Chief Hove.
Yeah.
His name, his what's it called? His position, he's Hove. That's the position. H-O-V.
It's H-O-V. It's not CVO.
It's H-O-V. I am Hove. In wrestling,
Chief Visionary Officer.
that makes sense. Holidays made it up for him.
Yeah, that sounds
Jay-Z will
made
join
up,
the
bro.
parent company, was this TPCO Holding Corporation. He will serve as Chief Visionary Officer to guide brand strategy and the parent company's social equity ventures, a corporate venture fund investing in black-owned and minority-owned cannabis businesses.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good bro. I learned all my fucking business, like the business vernacular, like the vocabulary through wrestling. I know what a CEO is because of wrestling. I know what a commissioner is because of wrestling. I know what a fucking, general manager is because of wrestling. Like,
Yeah. I know all that from basketball.
or owner,
Yeah.
or a fucking CEO, CFO, what's it called, COO. Like, I'll be like, oh, okay.
There was a point where
All they do is make matches.
when I was younger, I was in middle school. I was either ending elementary or I was just getting into middle school. Either way, at church, they had to pull me from the stage because they had a contest for, I think, Harlem Globetrotter tickets. And they had everybody to go on as contestant. They had to name like NBA trivia.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Fam, when it got to me naming NBA arenas, how they were sponsored and shit. They're like, nah, JC, get off the stage. Nah, like you can. We'll get an extra ticket for you to go, but you gotta get off the stage now. Like,
wow,
this shit ain't even fair.
It's not fair.
Like when they were like, where did the Minnesota Timberwolves play? And everybody was like this, and I was like, Target Center. Yeah,
Nah, your ass was like LeBron in Game 6, just like, oh, NBA.
They was like, nah, you got, come on, just come on. You gotta give everybody,
fair, bro.
Anyway,
that shit was funny.
music dropped, like it always does, and when we went off the air last week, I was gonna say last year.
What?
Last week, a bunch of music dropped, so we're gonna start with Megan Thee Stallion. Good news.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I didn't really listen to it.
Yeah.
So, I heard little bits and pieces thanks to y'all. But
Yeah. You do the good, I talk about the bad. Go on, Jason.
you got the good.
I
You got the
because
news.
I don't really want to like.
Oh, you don't even want to go deep?
No. I do, but this really isn't. This is your album to talk about.
Oh, it's mid. The end. That's what I said.
He gives you the floor and you say, "Oh, it's mid."
You started this topic off. Yeah.
I mean, to me, I wanted to like it. I really did, but it was just typical Megan. And at this point, this is who she is. I'm not trying to make her be anything else. It's just like, some tracks were good. Like, Shots Fired, her response to fucking Tory Lanez, I mean, it was needed, I guess, but it should not have. With an album called Good News, Shots Fired should not have been the first track. It should have been like a bonus track.
Definitely agree with that.
It should, or maybe the last track at the very, very end, just to set the tone. Like, oh, I didn't forget about you, little nigga.
I would have just used that as a promo.
That too,
Like
on YouTube.
Like a Lucy promo.
Yeah.
Literally put that out exactly if you start the countdown for the album dropping. Literally, once she made the announcement, hey, the good news announcement, drop that as a standalone so everybody can have the buzz, and then
drop the album.
Yeah.
like an old school street singer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Circles was cool with the Jasmine Sullivan sample. That was cool. Her and the baby just need to drop an EP together, because now it's like, I guess it's redundant to that point. Do It on the Tip for City Girls. I mean, it's typical that. And Freaky Girls. Freaky Girls featuring SZA. That was the strongest song on this album. I'll tell you that right now. That was pretty good. I'll admit that. That was the strongest shit. Then from On the Way Down, Intercourse was cool. Go Crazy with Big Sean and 2 Chainz was alright. Don't Rock Me to Sleep. Nah, I don't want to hear that shit ever again. Like, it was her pop joint and she was trying to sing and shit. Nah. And
that
then
was Starships.
Don't ever disrespect that. It's not Starships.
it was supposed to be, but it didn't come.
It didn't.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. And then Outside was cool, and then the rest are just pretty much the Savage remix and Girls in the Hood and Don't Stop with Young Thug. Those are just pretty much bonus tracks at this point. But to me, it was just typical. It was just typical Megan. Like, I've heard her rap this way on Sugar earlier this year. I heard it on Fever. I heard it on her other albums. What was the other album that dropped?
Tina Snow.
Yeah, Tina Snow. Tina Snow actually shits on this, to be honest.
Damn.
Yeah, and I like Tina Snow. I love that shit. This shit, it's alright. It's like, this is supposed to be her debut album. This is the one that matters. And this is it. So,
I want to start my critique off by saying, first and foremost, I understand that this album is not for me. So, I just want to get that out the way. The first 4 tracks on here definitely are typical Megan. Definitely sounds very like the mixtapes besides Circles. Circles was a nice flip to that beat, and she ran with it. Even Do It on the Tip with City Girls, I felt was like, all right, it's good enough, but it doesn't really push the envelope. But as soon as she got to Sugar Baby, I was like, oh, why didn't you just move these tracks up? Because the stretch she had from Sugar Baby to Body I was like, oh, these are album records. This is good. This is quality.
Should have started the album with Sugar Baby.
That's what Sugar Baby caught me off guard because I forgot what she said in the song. But I was on the freeway, and when she said it, I did that Jim Halpert look to the camera, and I just started laughing, and I was like, that's fucking hilarious. And it was like right when I was starting to come down, like, all right, this is typical Meg. She said it, and it like literally brought me, I was like, okay, can fuck with it. And then she got into Movie with Lil Durk. It was a nice collab. I was like, Dirk brought that album mode out of her, so she had that. And then, of course, Freaky Girls with SZA, with that having the Adina Howard sample, produced by Juicy J. Juicy J he produced that, he produced Work That, and then he produced Outside. It's not a coincidence that those 3 tracks are the ones that I've seen get the most praise, not only from people on social media, but off the platforms too.
Pretty much at this point.
I've seen a lot of people praise those. So that's something I take note of, where it's like, okay, she has a strong chemistry with Juicy J, where he's able to bring something out of her that not necessarily that the other producers can't, because I mean she had Cool and Dre on here, she had a bunch of other producers that
had
were
some dope producers,
some strong producers. Yeah,
the credits, I was like,
sure.
fuck.
So it's not that they're not good enough. He just has a tie to her where he seems to know what it is to get it out of her.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because while Busby says Freaky Girls was the best track for him, I believe Work That was one of those standouts, because What's New, it kind of teetered downward, and then Work That came up, which is the rodeo sample from Juvenile. And that caught me off guard in a positive way. It was like, whoa, wait. Damn, okay, she could get that. She could hit that. And then Outside kicked in, which is, granted, there's 17 tracks on here, but Outside really is the final track of the project, because the last 3 are really just bonus tracks. So there's something that Juicy J has where I would like to see him in the future serve as maybe like a creative director.
Is that like a producer?
Depending on how her contract is set up, he might not be able to have that official title. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say just as long as he's either the lead producer or he's the creative director.
That he's guiding
something
her.
where he's her studio coach.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Where he can get it, because there's...
He's her
like
Dr.
her,
Dre.
like her
of.
no ID pretty much.
Yeah,
like
because there's just stuff on here where I'm like, again, those first 4 tracks, I'm like, why didn't you spread those out throughout the project? Not necessarily saying that spread them out would have made them instantly, okay, now this sounds so much better, these are good, because I still feel those are demo mixtape type sounding songs outside of circles.
She could have spread the fucking 3 bonus tracks on the album too. Like she could have incorporated them.
I wouldn't even said that, because I mean, now that when you understand that there's 14 tracks and the other 3 are bonus tracks, I'm fine with that.
The reason why I say that is because that's what Cardi did. That's why I was shocked when I saw Invasion of Privacy and I saw how she incorporated like Bodak Yellow.
Bodak Yellow was in the middle of the album.
Yeah, she incorporated it. She could have made it a bonus track.
But see, I don't want to...
Yeah.
Same with Pink Friday. She did that shit.
See, I don't want to get into that, because maybe Megan saw that and was like, I don't want to copy. So if that's the case, then I'm cool with that, because, yeah, that...
Maybe.
Because you gotta remember, some of these, outside of Savage, the other songs aren't as strong as the Bodak Yellow. So there's a difference in the...
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like...
I get what you're saying, but, like, I mean, I don't know, man. I kind of agree with Busby on this aspect. It's like, if you want to put... This is her debut album. It was labeled as such, right? If you're going to do that, wouldn't you just try to make the project sound as cohesive as possible? You know what I'm saying? That's where I draw like the...
is very
That's where I have like a little issue with
the issue I have with that is Girls in the Hood really doesn't place anywhere on this project.
Then throw that one at the fucking end.
But that's what I'm saying. It is. Like, it's at the end.
They could have summed up the album, to be honest.
The Savage remix...
Probably you could have... I don't know.
Like, the Savage remix, like, I mean, yeah, you could have, but at that point now it just feels like you're forcing a Beyonce track to fit the track list. So that's what I'm saying. Like, those 3, they're incorporated on the project. They're there. That's fine. It's cool. Right. I'm not mad at her for not inputting that within the standard track list. Like, it's fine. It's okay. But when I hear songs like Intercourse, which has Popcorn and Mustard.
Right.
Mustard produced it, of course, because, he started the way with Hit Boy, where I'm not only producing, you got to feature me too.
Yeah.
So a song like that is why I'll disagree with Busby in saying, when he said this is who she is. Yeah, remember, like, sometimes 3 years just ain't enough to say that's who a person is. Granted, yeah, they got mixtapes and all that, but I mean, this is your first album. Yeah, we had expectations. They didn't deliver. Okay, they didn't deliver this time. Now let's see how you bounce. To me, I can really judge an artist based on how they bounce back. It's easy to judge them when their first album's great. Because then if if the next project teeters down, it's like, okay, it's just a sophomore slump. Let's see how they go.
How I argue with that is that she had 3 chances to prove that. Like, she had Fever, she had Sugar, and she had, what was the other one that came out? Tia Snow?
That was the old one.
The old one, but she had 3 chances to really showcase. She had, like, those were practice runs for the Fever was, I thought that was going to be her debut album. I was like, oh no, that was a mixtape. And I was like, really? Okay. I call that was a practice run. So she had all that time to figure it out. This album sounds like she recorded this shit in 3 months. Like, she rushed it. That's what this sounds like.
I get what you're saying, but that's all those projects within a 2-3 year span. So even then, that's still not enough time. She's what? She's 24?
She still should have took her time then.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's easy to say if the label wanted it now, that's a different story.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's things that can't... Artists don't necessarily have full control over the project. Especially when she's Atlantic, right?
I don't know if she's on Atlantic, but she's still with the Carl Crawford shit, right?
Yeah.
So who knows?
Well, she's 1501 certified, and this is 300 Entertainment. 300 Entertainment's what? And
it's a subsidiary of Atlantic.
Okay, Atlantic's money is involved with this, so they're like, well, we don't got time for you to wait. Just give us what you got. And I'm not saying that that's what's taking place, but we've seen that from Drake. Drake's first album wasn't what he initially wanted to put out, but Cash Money Universal was like, we need something. Give us what you got. And they sped that up. You know what I'm saying? But he had the luxury of having physicals he had the luxury of having physicals and being in store and then learning how to maneuver through that. In the streaming era, I feel like it's unfortunate for certain artists because in the streaming era, you just get the music all the time. So it's like, no, that's just how it is. But she's still in development age herself. Like, she's still just finishing school. So she's really having time to just focus. And I'm not saying that, no, you got to listen to this project in a different way. No, her and her team, they dropped the ball. Shots fired, she's never been on this project. They tried to incorporate what happened with her throughout this year into this project. And it didn't make sense because for an album to be called Good News, why are you starting this project off with negativity?
Yeah.
Albeit, that's fine.
They could have worked it somehow.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, albeit, it's fine. He dropped the project, she dropped the song, call the spade, call it a wash. It's fine. I'm not, it's whatever. But to start the project off on that note,
I completely
you know what I'm saying? Like,
that.
now it sets up like, is it good news or, you know what I'm saying? Like, just from that,
it wasn't that
from
good
that
either.
perspective.
It wasn't that, to me, it wasn't.
Like I said, the out of the first 4 songs, there was really one, which was Circles. Once it got past that, there are strong indications that she is capable of making those album tracks.
Yes.
The only reason why I'm kind of not moving
from the shit that I've heard.
The reason why I'm kind of just not gonna move the goalposts for her like that because when I heard Nicki Minaj's first album with Pink Friday, those are a hit, and I really you could tell she worked her ass off on that album to make sure it was great. Cardi, when she dropped Invasion of Privacy, she worked her ass off, and it sounded great. Like, she had the potential, she had the features and all that shit. It was great. Like, she didn't show potential. She showed exactly who she was. Same with Nicki. This is supposed to be her debut, and we're still saying, nah, she has potential. Let's wait till the next project. Nah, fuck that. To me, I'm saying, okay, this is who she is, and I'm like, that's cool. That's fine.
That's fine. But you know what? That's more to blame on us as listeners for catapulting her up there right away.
Yeah.
That's not her. That's not her fault.
No, definitely that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Now we just got to that's basically all it is. And what I'm saying is now we just got to readjust the expectations. Oh shit, we shot her up there too quick. Mm-hmm. Okay, she's not there yet. But that doesn't mean that's who she is.
Yeah.
Like, and again, the era of making music is so much different for a new artist compared to what it was just 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So
5 years ago, even.
Yeah, 5 years ago. Like, it's so much different.
Real.
So when I'm hearing you say, like, yeah, she released all these projects, yeah, but those are you're still trying to find your footing. Yeah. I mean, 2 of those projects came out in the same year, so it's like I can only go off of the year. I'm not going off of, you dropped these projects. Okay, let's just evaluate the year. Because even though she did drop 3 tapes outside of Tina Snow, there were misses on each of the next 2 tapes.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like she dropped flawless tapes and it's
just sounds like like this album sounds like a more polished Fever. And Fever shits on Good News.
Yeah, overall,
Fever shits on this.
Overall, but what I will say is that the songs that are supposed to sound like they're supposed to be on albums, those do sound better than when it starts kind of running overfloweth on Fever, where it kind of feels like, all right, the songs are now like we get it.
Yeah.
There was some diversity once we got past those first 4 songs.
Definitely that.
Yeah,
I agree with you 100%.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is it's not about that's who she is. It's as listeners, we just gotta adjust what we did to her. And really, it's not fair. Really, that's just it's a reflection on what we do when a femc comes to the forefront. There's not a lot of them out there.
And I'll just say
so when she comes up, and the other two have kind of like, okay, Nicki's having a baby, Cardi's focused on other things. Okay, shit. Well, here's Meg. Let's elevate her, but she wasn't ready.
Like I'll say this: the only thing that kind of just covered all that were the hit singles. Was the Beyonce remix with Savage, fucking Hot Girl Summer with Nicki, and WAP with fucking Cardi. And even though she has 3 big hit records, it's kind of just like, so what about yours? And they tried that. They tried that with Girls in the Hood. That was a flop. They tried that with fucking the Tupac sample. What was that called? I'd rather be your bitch.
Oh yeah, BITC.
Yeah, that shit flopped. Yeah. They tried that Young Thug shit. That Young Thug single that's like on the album, which is the last track. That shit flopped.
I finally heard that. I actually like that record. That was one. I will give you guys that. That's one record where I'm like, maybe you could have found a way to implement that one.
Yeah.
But I will say this: when they start pushing Freaky Girls, that one's going to hit.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be one where, like you're saying, well, there's a hit that you are responsible for. She's gonna be responsible for that one.
Yeah, I hope so.
So that one, and I mean, again, that's why I started off saying my critique, because from what I saw from who this album was catered to, there's a lot of women that are like, yep, I'm getting ready. A lot of Meg lyrics is going to be my caption. So it's like, okay, well, it's hitting for the demographic that she wanted to hit for.
Well, obviously.
So, and that's not to say that I'm not disappointed in the project overall, but there are some good elements in there where it's like, okay, you fumbled it this time. I think your team overthought it. I think there were too many hands in the kitchen. Let's get those out. Again, which is why I brought up Juicy J seems to have a nice chemistry with her.
Well,
call Juicy J in and then tell everybody get the fuck out the way. And then let's see what we can create from there.
And apparently Q-Tip has some stuff with her too, apparently. So, I don't know. To me, this album just sounds rushed and just mid. And it could have been a lot, but she could have just literally took her sweet time and just rode off the wave of WAP, rode off the wave of fucking Savage and a few of those features, and just rode that wave to 2021 and really worked on this album. But whatever, to each their own. Females like it. It's all that fucking matters. Shit.
Yeah, again, I want to know. I want to know Atlantic's role in that, because if Atlantic was like, we need something by the end of the year,
yeah,
that's not on her. She's signed under a contract, so she has to fulfill obligations.
I mean, as a fan, I could give a fuck less.
I mean, that's fine. Like, of course.
I know, I'm speaking from the fan perspective.
Of course, but
to the fan perspective, it's like I just want to.
Of course, but what I'm saying,
album.
But what I'm saying is that's not on her. Your fan perspective, you have to take issue with the label. If I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying as a fan, if you want a quality album, you need to take that up with that whoever is
in charge of
footing all the shit.
Yeah.
Because if they gave her an ultimatum, which was like, well, we're not going to take no for an answer, so either you're going to give us something or we're going to find a way to get it done. Either way, the Meg Thee Stallion album is going to be released by the end of the year. It's not on her. She has to go in there and she signed to a contract. She's got to fulfill that.
To each their own. I mean, to me,
but no, it's not a teach their own. It's
no, so like, I'm just saying, in my opinion, I'm like, it's just whatever to me.
He's saying basically at this point, it's out. So now we just judge it. There's
of course.
The outside shit kind of
of course
affecting his judgment on what is there. You know, what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that again, the fan. If she didn't make that call, that's not fair to say. Well, from a fan, like it's
care less. Not fair. That album's out. You pushed it out. That's just it. It's out. It is what it is. And they're like, okay, you rushed it. All right, this is who you are. And that's pretty much how I'm like now. When it comes to Drake or other artists, I'm like, if I put expectations and I'm like, oh, so you're still doing the same shit you did before. Okay, this is who you are. And that's pretty much how I am with Megan. This is who she is now. She could have talked about a lot of shit on this album. She could have talked about her mom's death. She could have talked about what was going on with Tori. She could have really just touched on those topics. Well, she did.
We just didn't like how she talked about it.
I know. She could have really touched it and really got really deep with it. Because Cardi did that on her first album.
I think what he's trying to say is she could have went about it a different way.
No, she could have. Yeah.
I'm just saying because Cardi did because Nicki went deep on her first album. I was going from what the blueprint.
She went for captions over substance.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she went for captions over substance.
Yeah,
and that's
hamburger shit.
Again, that's my critique of it because once you get past just the caption songs and get to the songs that actually do challenge her as an artist, you heard it. It's there. It's not just caption. Like there was
definitely.
Intercourse does not sound like anything she's released so far.
Right. No,
and I like that.
Actually appealing to me. Like I've always said, with her content, it's a little rough for me being a guy. You know what I mean? To listen to her shit like that. But as far as like the way she went about creating her music, and that's kind of where I like to focus on. You know, just being that I make music myself as well. She hit the marks that she needed to hit on those songs. Like in particular, the one with Mustard and Popcorn. Yeah, the Intercourse, right? That one, and obviously Freaky Girls. And you know what? For all intents, Body. Say what you will, but that shit, like, to me, that's hearing it, that shit was made for TikTok. And as we're speaking right now, that shit is all over social media.
The performance at the, you know what I mean? The performance you just did at
the Billboard Awards?
The AMAs.
American Music Awards, yeah.
She killed that. Like, I went and saw the numbers on that one on YouTube, and I was like, oh, yeah. Like, there's, again, it's a catch-22 with this project because, as a listener, I did want more. I wanted substance from her, so I agree with you on that end. Mm-hmm. I'm not disagreeing with you there. But what I am saying is that in hearing those other songs that probably weren't made to be singles, I hear strength in those songs. So it's not just that's who she is. When I think of artists,
she just hasn't really.
There wasn't a platform to her to tap into that layer. Yeah. They were mainly focused on the layer that she's already built. Yeah,
and used to. It was safe.
Yeah, so she made that's the best way to put it. She made it safe because when I think of artists that are, that's just who you are. I think of an artist like Tyga, and that's not saying anything wrong with Tyga. Tyga's not going. I'm not listening to a Tyga project to give me substance. Right. I'm listening for 14 bangers, and that's that. Yeah. But for an artist like that, Meg would have 14 songs that sound just like the first 4. She wouldn't have those songs that sound like those.
Yeah, no diversity at all. Yeah. You know what I mean? I get exactly what both of you guys are saying.
I get it. I get it. I just remember Nicki's first album on Pink Friday. She was singing on that shit. Like, I remember she was legit singing. I'm like, oh, she's singing on Save Me. She was singing. I'm like, wow, she's using her singing voice? Oh, wow. And I don't know, she did stuff on her first album that took, what's it called? I guess balls to do on your debut album. Like, damn, because they used to know her as just a feature female rapper from Young Money, but now she's showing who she truly is as an artist.
Well, you got to also factor in, too, who she was around.
I know, she was around Wayne and all the
who she was around, and not only just Wayne, whatever, what I'm saying is, they take their time with albums. Yeah, they don't fucking rush shit out.
Yeah, they're not Cash Money.
Is known for rushing shit out. 300 is known for rushing shit out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I get it.
Yeah, well, it's just a situation more than anything.
It's just that's why I was saying more so on just fair because it's again I don't know the answer. It just sounds like the label wanted a safe project and they wanted something to capitalize on with her that had anything to do with the shooting situation.
Yeah, in the first song.
Right now they wanted to, again that was my critique too. I agree with you 100%. They went about it the wrong way, but I think they did want a body of work just to capitalize and end the year with that.
I'm so sick of that.
With some good news.
I'm sick of that damn situation. By the way, like that whole situation with Meg and Tory. I'm so fucking sick of it now.
I'm just tired of hearing about it, bro.
That too. Kiss and make up.
No.
Just no. Now, when I say that, I mean just
go your own separate ways. And just fucking. That's it. Just cut.
Just stop talking about it. Settle in court. Whatever. Anyway, other music dropped. You want to talk to Meek? Talk to Meek. You want the Meek Mill 4-way?
I didn't listen to it.
I did. The Quarantine Pack.
I did.
Only 4 tracks. It is just Meek Mill with a bunch of features from Vori, Lil Durk, 42 Doug, and Vori, and just 3 features. Yeah. And Meek's just rapping his ass off. Yeah. For 4 tracks.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't really attach myself to any of these songs.
It was just something he just put out. It was just cool. You can tell it was just some shit he just put out. He just wanted to put out because he probably had plans this year, but COVID.
You know.
But it was cool. Now,
This is the one I wanted to get into.
fresh off verses.
Yeah, right here. Recession 2. As a Jeezy fan, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Recession when it came out. I mean, albeit outside of Put On, Vacation, Who That, and there was like a couple others. I mean, My President, that like...
Yeah, no.
I think My President, it exceeded the album because of the moment, the timing, and all that.
Yep.
Exactly.
So I don't hold My President to that same... It just became something else than just another song. But yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of Recession. Like, I just didn't like how it was sequenced. It took like 14 songs or so to hit the first featured artist. Like, it just...
It was rushed.
No, it was...
It just sounded like a bunch of compiled ass music. Like, it wasn't no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, by the time you got to Put On
like
was the 16th track.
That was the biggest record on that. One of the biggest records of that album.
Yeah,
that was like track 2 or something.
Yeah, it wasn't reflective
Yeah.
of a typical Jeezy album. Like, the Jeezy albums, you know, TM 101 and 102, like, the hits were within.
There.
Yeah.
Where they're supposed to be taken.
Right.
Yeah.
So when he announced the Recession 2, and then he showed up in that outfit, I was like, I don't know.
Nigga was looking like fucking Doug's sister.
Yeah.
He looked like
Doug's
Judy.
sister.
Looking like Judy. That shit was hilarious. I'm like, oh, don't do Jeezy like that.
But with free agency going on, I really didn't listen to music until yesterday on Monday.
This was the album that really surprised me.
Well, I was gonna say, like,
Surprised me.
when I put Jeezy on today, it was okay. Oh Lord, that was cool. By the time I got to Back, it was like, okay, I understand Back how it sounds in the context now. And then when the Ghetto came on, and he interpolated Too Short's The Ghetto as the hook, and of course E40's featured on it. By that time, I was like, I'm sold on this album. Like, just let's keep going and let's see how far it goes.
Listen, that's what it was. There was no trap bangers on this shit. It was literally Jeezy rapping over. Like JC said earlier before we recorded, this sounded like a Rick Ross album.
Yeah, production wise, everything was sequenced. I love the sequence.
I never heard him rap over like beats like this for an entire album.
So it just sounded like Wealth, basically.
It sounded like maturity.
Exactly.
Because he that was the thing. He wasn't really kicking that Wealth talk. Mm-hmm. He was more so kicking like, we got to get on this shit. Like, fuck Louis Vuitton, fuck all that Gucci. Like,
really?
And when he was saying fuck Gucci, it wasn't talking about Gucci, man. Like, he's like, fuck Gucci,
like the brand.
Yeah,
yeah.
So no, he was on a mature level.
It was his most mature album.
And then so it made sense that the productions had these old school soul incorporated samples. Like
Justice League produced on this shit.
Yeah, I mean Uncle Chuck from 1500 Nothing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Uncle Chuck produced
which one?
Track 6, Niggas. He produced that one with actually it's a 1500 Nothing because Dobson's on it. He helped produce it. So I mean, yeah, he had that stimulus check. I don't know what it is, but cats releasing songs with stimulus check, it always hits me this year.
Well, it's a lot harder this year because we all want it.
Like when Doughboy and Southside, remember they just dropped their project a few weeks ago, and I said Stimulus Check was one of the songs that I like. I don't know what it is. Artists having a track called Stimulus Check, it works. Yeah, it does. Yeah, no, Stimulus Check is produced by Justice League and Cassius J.
God damn.
Another one who really surprised me, My Reputation featured Demi Lovato. Yeah. She sang that Pac the Tupac hook. What hook was it? What hook was it from Pac? You know it. You know it, JC. You're the podcast.
Fam, I listened to it once today. I
just
said that.
Fuck, man.
I'm gonna hear it. Hold up. Hold on, I wanna hear it. Oh, Just Be Good to okay, yeah.
That's not Tupac.
Yeah, it Just Be Good to Me. It was on it was On Me Against the World. Just be good to me. So I say, not Lord to the Game. Fucking shit. Keep talking about the album. Just keep talking
Lil Duval's also featured on there too, and Lil Duval gave a dope ass. He gave a dope ass opening.
Heavy in the Game. There you go. That's what it was. It was the Heavy in the Game hook. That's what Demi Lovato did. She redid the Heavy in the Game. But My Reputation was fire. Glory was fire with Neo. I'm like, that whole album there.
No, what she did was, so Tupac Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Tupac redid it and did his own lyrics to that, but it was a sample. Okay. She did the sample, the actual sample that it's split. That's why I was like, wait, Tupac. No, Tupac, he sampled it, but then he redid the lyrics. Okay. So that was original. She actually redid the original sample.
Okay. I'm still Pac. My narrative. Anyway.
Anyway.
No, that was Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Oh, shit.
Man. Justice League is all over this shit. Yeah. Now it makes sense why it sounds like a Ross record. God damn.
I know, right? Therapy for My Soul. Ross is on this album again. Like, no surprise.
Yeah.
Featured artist of the year right here. Therapy for My Soul, where fucking Jeezy just really lets it all out about everything that went on with Gucci.
I was surprised he did that.
He had to get it off his chest.
And I'm not surprised that he did it because it was like, I expect more. I'm not saying I expect more from Jeezy. Mm-hmm. I'm saying I was surprised that he did it this late in his career. Where it was, okay. It's different, but okay. And I say that because Gibbs has been egging him on for almost a decade now.
And he always been silent.
He never said anything. So it was like, now it was, did Gibbs reach a level where now you
have to respond?
You're comfortable saying it because now he's at a level where you can't escape it, or what's going on with that. Like again, it wasn't questions of maturity. It's just questions I'm asking because I'm
think
curious.
He probably answered it on the Breakfast Club interview, maybe.
But even then, he said he wasn't going to answer or respond to anything that Gibbs has to say as a result of this.
Yeah, because he'll just be on Twitter.
Yeah, so it was. I don't know. Yeah, I questioned it. Yeah. Oh no. So yeah, that what Demi Lovato was singing, that was the SOS band. Just Be Good to Me, and then Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, they produced it.
Oh, okay. Anyway, this album was great. It was a really great album. Like, Jeezy really came with it. I like smooth albums, especially in this time in this weather and shit. Great.
I'll say this: the way I spoke about Carter 5, if I actually listened to this project all throughout the weekend, I feel like I would have higher regards for this from Jeezy than I did for Carter 5 from Wayne.
Damn.
Because I absolutely did not expect anything from Jeezy. It was kind of just like, all right, we'll see how this plays out. He's just using verses to just kind of get this off. Nah, bro. This album, I was like, I don't want this to drop before verses.
Shit.
He was more. This was like more.
I will say though too, like it almost seems like this played off of the verses. Like he was talking when Gucci was talking all that shit, and I don't know if y'all ever got to the details of what Gucci was saying. Like there was some shit that he was like talking about 10,000 worth of
I know.
Clothing.
I know. That was the bounty.
Check out the ice. You know what I mean? Like, okay, all right. Just want to make
sure
y'all.
I think he did an interview where he kind of regretted all that shit.
Who?
Gucci. He regretted doing all that shit or playing Truth in front of Jeezy.
Nah, I don't think so.
No, he said it in an interview. He literally said it. Like, he low-key regretted it.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Some of that shit was fake. Some other parts of that was real. I don't know.
I don't feel like it was real like that. But anyways, neither here nor there. Fucking whatchamacallit. What I was saying, though, is like when he was saying that shit, Jeezy was responding to him like, yeah, well, I got bigger real estate, this and that, right? And that was one of the lines that stuck out to me. It was an ad-lib. He was talking about his own real estate. I was like, oh my God. All right. But I like that, though. You know what I mean? Because it's not... He's not talking about the chains. He's not talking about the fucking clothes. He's not talking about that shit. He's actually talking about bettering yourselves. Hopefully more people catch on to that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. This shit was going to come out right after his battle with T.I. It was going to play off verses with T.I.
Yeah, that'd have been weird.
I know.
Just looking back at it now, like, that'd have been kind of weird.
Shit. Fuck it, man. Oh, no.
What, Jeezy's battle with T.I.?
No, it said if this album would have dropped after verses with T.I.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it wouldn't have hit the same.
Yeah.
At all.
I was very proud of what I heard from Jeezy. And again, like, honestly, I might be setting myself up for failure in the long run, but a project like this does make me excited for his role with Def Jam.
Oh, yeah. What is he at Def Jam now?
He's the senior advisor to whoever's running Def Jam. He's going to be serving as the senior advisor.
That's cool.
I hope that works.
I definitely hope, because in hearing this, it's like,
it sounds promising.
I remember, you the one that fucking A&R'd My Crazy Life. He helped it. He helped.
No, he executive produced that shit.
Executive produced. That's what I meant.
Yeah, YG was signed to him.
Yeah, YG signed. Yeah, he's the one that made sure that shit sounded as crisp as it was.
Yeah.
He should have been executive producing the rest. No, well, not Still Brazy. Still Brazy was good.
Well, he still technically was. Still Brazy was YG's last album contractually.
Well, that explains a lot.
So, but
It does. Actually.
But I will say because I know this from Jeezy interviews around that time. Jeezy did say that while he was there to make sure shit was crisp, he could leave YG in the studio alone. Once he got him out of LA and got him into Atlanta, he was able to leave him alone in the studio and come back and be like, okay, this sounds good. Now let's just... He was basically there like, that's good. Let's iron it out now and let's get it ready for the album.
As soon as he took him out of his environment, everything started cool.
Yeah.
And then when he went back to LA, that's why we got Stay Dangerous.
Well, no, we still also got Still Brazy.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, Still Brazy was... Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that, yeah, he was signed to Jeezy. Jeezy was there as his, again, mentor, coach, advisor. But he did say, to YG's credit, he was able to leave the studio.
Yeah.
And he was able to come back knowing, okay, we got something we can work with. It's my job now to help him polish and get it ready. I won't say that to YG's credit.
We'll say that.
But no, again, I hope that this is signs to, again, I could be setting myself up and just hoping that, Def Jam reaches at just some kind of relevancy. But hearing this, I would hope that it's soon.
Yeah.
And I hope they don't put a leash on him and let him actually...
Like, do work?
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Before we get into the next, you gonna talk about St. John?
Yeah.
And before we get into that, this slipped my mind last week. I gotta say it now because it's on my mind right now. Rest in peace to Bruce Sweden. Now, if you don't know who Bruce Sweden is, he's a well-renowned record engineer who helped engineer pretty much all of Michael Jackson's album. And Michael Jackson's albums was pretty much Michael's right-hand man as an engineer, and was Quincy Jones's right-hand man when he made records too.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to him.
Might as well get a couple more. Rest in peace to 21 Savage's younger brother.
Yeah.
He got stabbed out in a dispute in London. Apparently it was with an old friend.
Ain't that a bitch?
And they got into a dispute. They said he went to the grocery store. 21 Savage and his brother, they had the same dad. So his brother went out to go get groceries for his mom or his grandma. He ran into the old friend. They got into a dispute. He pulled the knife out, started stabbing him. It was right there. He's 27 years old.
It's wild.
So rest in peace to him. Also, I forgot to mention this in the last episode too. Rest in peace, Bobby Brown Jr.
Yeah.
They found Bobby Brown Jr. in his apartment.
They still haven't come out with details about what happened?
Not sure. Only report I've seen is that it's just like he's a wreck.
Man.
Like,
shout out to Bobby Brown, man. Stay strong, my brother.
Yeah.
Stay strong.
I mean, you're gonna talk about a life that's been a gift and a curse.
In more ways than one.
For real.
Like, it's just been afflicted. Just definitely.
Stay strong, Bobby.
Yeah. Sending love and covering over.
And also good news, Jeremiah is off. Oh my God.
Come on, man.
I know.
Come on, man.
Jeremiah, he is off the ventilator, and it seems like he's pretty much in a regular hospital, and he's recovering from COVID. So, good. Man, round of applause for that.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Shit, it was looking spooky for a minute.
Yeah, we didn't know what
Someone's in the hospital, man.
Yeah.
With that. You know?
On a ventilator.
Shit.
Right.
Anyway, St. John.
I went into this with certain expectations on this project.
But
I gotta say, even though they weren't completely met, I was very happy with what I heard from St. John. Sucks to Be You. I liked that song from when it was available to listen. And to find out that that's how he started the project off, it was like, damn, you got that much juice? Okay, well, let's see what else you got. Freedom is Priceless was great. Again, anytime Lil Uzi is featured, I'm rocking with it. So High School Reunion Prom.
Yep.
That was as high as it could be for me.
Monica Lewinsky election year was cool.
Yeah, with the baby and A Boogie.
That was funny.
I was very surprised to hear JID because I didn't expect it, but he fit well on Quarantine Wifey.
That shit was fucking fire.
Fucking Pray For Me featuring Kanye. He got Kanye actually rapping normal. Like Kanye was almost damn near vintage Kanye on this one, and I was like, and I'm saying this whole year, all the features that Kanye dropped this year, it was all of them low key hit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was like, really?
Yeah, just
They low key hit. I was like, okay. Yeah, I was like, you ain't gonna trick me,
Yeah.
bitch.
Everybody kept hitting me up about Ransom.
Oh yeah, with
The
Black
song
and
with Black and Kalani.
That was
And I was
great.
like, okay, cool. Like, I'll see what it is. And once Black's verse started kicking in, I immediately screenshot it and I sent it to everybody that messaged me. And I was like, I understand. I get it. Oh, yeah. No, I
on the
get
background
it.
vocals and shit.
Yeah. I was like, no, I understand. I see the vision. This shit is immaculate. Yeah, it's good. And again, this is, 13 tracks. The Roses, the Eamon Beck remix is really kind of just a bonus track.
That's great. That's his that was his biggest record right now. That Roses really is his biggest.
I mean,
record.
it's a flex when you put the Roses remix on the track list. Like, it's not even just the original, but it's the remix for Future.
Remixes.
Yeah,
That's because he could.
right.
Yeah.
Nigga.
But no, again, I just had. I don't want to say I had over the top expectations. There were just some things I was looking for and he didn't. But overall, I went through this and I was like, I fuck with it. It's good.
Yeah, if you're messing with a chick, it's good background music to play.
Nah, see, that's where I have a little bit of issue with it.
What?
It's because we heard about this shit, St. John, or at least me personally, off of the Joe Budden podcast, right? And they were hyping this shit up. Oh, this is the one that's gonna change everything. I didn't get that.
Man, don't listen to Joe.
I didn't. No, I'm just saying. Like, I didn't get that. Like, I
Yeah.
felt like it was solid. There was nothing wrong with it technically, but there wasn't nothing that put it over the top. It sounded along the lines of what I was already expecting from St. John.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Same time, those are his
and
boys.
I do like. Yeah, that's true. But I do actually like his music. I like his style. Like, I don't understand why he speaks with that accent when he doesn't speak with that accent. But whatever. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But what you
He's
call
from
it?
New York?
Overall, like it was. Yeah, he's from Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken.
That's it all.
That's what I'm saying. But you know what I mean, though. Like, it doesn't add up in my mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But overall, though, I mean, the music is really good. The music is really, really fucking good. It's just not, like I said, it's just not over the top. It's not like that. Put him in the next, what I mean, the next level and shit. Yeah, exactly.
I think what I got from when they said it, I interpret it as it puts him over the top in terms of more mainstream notice. I didn't think they were talking about moving the needle like musically.
Yeah.
I think they were just like, no, this puts him over. This can take him to the next level musically.
I could
where
see
more
that.
faces recognize
Yeah.
him.
I could see that shit. But
Yeah.
like I said, I mean, it just felt like it was literally like the next in line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
of his other two albums or
Right.
whatever. Like, so, it is what it is.
Another album drop? Oh, that was about it.
The Baby.
The Baby dropped his EP.
Yeah, fuck.
Gotta talk about it.
I don't know.
I didn't
Gotta
listen
talk
to it.
about it.
It's pretty much, it's called My Brother's Keeper, and it's pretty much a shout out to his brother. And it seems like this is just something he needed to get out of his system before he could move on.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the best way to describe this, I guess, EP. And every song is literally dedicated to his brother. 8 Figures featuring Meek Mill. That was cool. What was the one when you talked about and telling me go out and vote, nigga?
I don't remember, dog. That shit was like, it was just in there.
I think it's Gucci Peacock. Gucci
Peacock.
Pico. When he was talking about I'm in the Gucci Pico.
Oh, yep.
Telling niggas to go out and vote. And my brother's dead.
Yep.
Yeah, that one was like emotional, and then handgun with no cap and polo gun. That was good.
Bruh, Polo G. Like, yeah, y'all need to go back and listen to his
that was
albums,
good.
man. That dude could spit, bro. I've been saying this shit. I'm gonna keep fucking riding for dudes. I feel like he's gonna be one of them ones. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But this album, or what project EP, whatever the fuck these motherfuckers like calling it now.
That's an EP.
Whatever. Fucking whatever. I mean, it literally sounds like something he just needed to get off his chest before he can move on. So I hope this project helped, because he's even filming videos for like all the songs and shit. So that's just hoping. Yeah, man, I saw him. I'm looking on Instagram. He's like, you know how he always does, like filming himself on videos and shit on TikTok or whatever the shit's called, Triller or whatever. Yeah, that's what he's doing. So hey, man, however he copes, that's how he copes.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Shout out to the baby. Anything else? Because it's almost curfew time.
Y'all ready for the fight this weekend?
That's Tyson and them?
Tyson and Roy Jones Jr.
I'm calling in sick. What time to start?
Oh, shit. Usually fights start at 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Okay, I'll be all for it. Oh, I'm watching that shit.
I bought a new fucking TV just so I can watch this shit. Right before we went on air, I went and bought that shit from Best Buy. I'm picking that shit up tomorrow.
How many rounds do you
Damn.
think it's going? How many rounds is it going as it's supposed to go?
This pains me to say.
Isn't it like an 8-round fight? Like,
Yeah,
that's what it's scheduled for, some
Okay.
shit like that? Yeah.
This pains me to say because I really want Mike to take it. If Mike don't knock this man out in the first 35 seconds, it's gonna be tough.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so, bro.
Because you gotta remember, Tyson and Roy Jones, they were very different. They had different styles.
Mm-hmm.
And Tyson, it was the longer the rounds went, he
got tired.
Yeah, he was custom made to get you out 3 rounds or less. And now that he looks great in great shape. And as the promos were going, I was like, damn, Roy Jones is in for, he's going to be in. And then you just start seeing footage of Roy Jones training. And it's like, damn, it seems like the longer this fight goes on, it's going to favor Roy Jones Jr.
When was this fight supposed to happen?
I get what
It was supposed to happen earlier this
You
year.
said 35 seconds, though, bro? I'm saying, like...
I'm saying that with hyperbole.
Okay.
Vintage Tyson, like vintage old school
Yeah.
Tyson.
But if it goes longer than a round, I'll give him a round because the round is kind of for me to see.
Okay.
If Roy Jones can escape that round, that's really all it's less to do with Tyson and more to do with Roy Jones. Oh, I just lasted a round with him. All right, cool. You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so then
saying.
the mystique of Tyson kind of leaves.
Yeah.
Because it's not like he's fighting a bum. Like, it's Roy Jones Jr.
And then he steps in for that second round and gets knocked flat on his ass.
I mean, it could go. It could go, but this fight, the longer it goes, it seems to favor Roy.
I feel you.
That'd be a nice way to like sum up Thanksgiving week. Just seeing Mike Tyson knock someone the
Just
fuck
cancel
out.
that fucking Ravens game and Steelers game and just
Put that on Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Fuck it.
Fuck it indeed.
Yeah.
ABC. You know what I mean? So everyone can see that
Exactly.
Live.
shit.
Put it on Fox.
Say CBS, nigga.
Thanks CBS, nigga. Put it on Fox. Say CBS, nigga. That's the catchphrase. Oh man, it's getting late. It's curfew time. So, this is episode 208 of the iLLogical Sense podcast. You could always follow us on the Twitter. Shout out to Mr. Fab. You can follow me at Mr. BuzzB for lowercase 08. You can follow the podcast at Twitter at TLogicalSP. You could follow us on Instagram of at the iLLogical Sense, and of course on the Facebook.
Give me a hell yeah!
And of course on all social medias, JC No Hunnits. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching that fight.
Oh, we all are.
For sure.
Yeah. If you're anti gang, stay out of my mentions. I'm hyped the fuck up.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh yeah, Undertaker retired this past weekend for the umpteenth time.
Yeah.
Good for him. See him next year.
Dude, he had a cameo. He has like the cameo shits like for $1,000 each. He had 30 of them and they all sold out.
God
He made a
damn.
quick 30 grand.
That's what's
Maybe
up.
WWE took like fucking half of that, so he probably only got 15 grand.
It don't
Still,
matter.
money's money.
Good
I
for
like
him.
the Paul Bearer hologram. That looked dope. And it was just funny when all those legends came into the ring.
And then Kane, yeah, we were talking
Kane,
about.
who's a fucking, he's a mayor or governor?
He's a mayor. Of,
Yeah, he's
Whatever.
the only one that showed up in
full
costume.
Kane get up. And then what made it worse is that when Undertaker came out, all them niggas were gone. So Kane just looked like a jackass in his
Yeah.
whole Kane. He didn't even look like he wanted to be in that shit. Like he had that I'm too old for this shit look on his face.
That shit looked like when, in The Office, when Pam was going back to school and she had to get that temporary job at corporate. And she was the only one that showed up in a Halloween costume. And she showed up as Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, yeah.
And she couldn't take the hat off because if she took the hat off, she looked like Hitler. Like, Kane just looked like that.
Yeah.
And then there was a still frame of when he's in the ring and Ric Flair's looking at him and he's already laughing. My boy was like, Ric Flair drunk off his ass. He's like, he's already got 5 minutes worth of roasting on Kane ready to unleash.
Dude, they got Savio Vega out of nowhere. I'm like, I haven't seen that motherfucker since the 90s. Motherfucker look like a fucking club promoter. That's what he looked like. Club Miami or whatever. Fucking all of them niggas looking old. I saw Shawn Michaels like, ah damn you old. I saw Kevin Nash, god damn you old. Booker T looked the same. Cause black don't crack. That's a ding for me. Everyone else old as fuck. Even in the clubhouse chat, I was like, yeah, speaking of old, and you saw Ric Flair come out. I was like, damn. Undertaker took his sweet ass time coming through. No, first, when Undertaker came out, the whole shit looked like some Yeezus get up. Like some shit Kanye did. And I was like, alright, was that necessary? Alright, whatever. And Undertaker took his sweet ass time coming out and then said, I'm done. And then he walked out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they have like a fucking Undertaker Snoop Dogg t-shirt.
Huh?
Exactly.
For no reason.
Just for no reason at all. Like, it literally looks like something you get from the flea market. I'm thinking Snoop was going to do like an Undertaker remix theme or some shit. No, it's just Undertaker and Snoop.
That's cool.
Anyway.
I'll buy it, though.
Yeah,
Undertaker and Snoop.
With that said, you can follow me on all social medias at Venomous408. That's spelled VNMS408. And you can search all your digital streaming platforms for Venomous, spelled VNMS, and stream my shit. Because, you know, it's pretty fucking dope.
That it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, street lights are off, or the street lights are on. We gotta get home.
Before they go off.
Yeah.
That's wrong for recording.
I know, right? But anyway, we out this bitch. Have a happy Thanksgiving, people.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Be safe.
Peace.
Y'all bitch.